Let's go.
Watch a tone Mercedes Benz lit. This the Falcons strong. You day Kings back to back like a boss 7. Try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting balls like a Grady blitz. Every fact straight fire, every line gon' hit. ATL made me this city's my heart. Step up, talk sports to get torn apart. Home team.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is.
Home team. Bears got that chop to the chip with a flex. Hawks in the cut, ice cold like a tag. A-Town legend, I debate with the best. Come week with the text, get laid to rest. Home team.
And make sure you bump your motherfucking fist when you say that shit.
Home team.
It must be Tuesday. I'm here. Big Will's here. You're here. It must be time for Fan Speak. And what we like to do on Fan Speak, Big Will.
Home team.
That's right. You were muted if you said something, but that's right. We gonna drop the motherfucking link.
Don't speak about the cell with your tone. Mercedes Benz lit, this the Falcons throne. You gay games, back to bed like a boss. Sub bun, try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting boss like a Grady blitz. Every fast straight fire, every line gon' hit. ATM made me, this city's my heart. Step up, talk sports, so you're torn apart. Whole team.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, welcome to another edition of Fan Speak, where we like to do one thing and one thing only, and that's drop the link. So we gonna go ahead and drop the link. We ain't gonna hold you. We ain't even gonna hold you.
Right there. Run that back. Wind that back. You gotta get it on the right way.
We running it back. We running it back. We running it back.
Now go ahead and let them know what we do on Tuesday.
Star slip ball. Watch a tone Mercedes Benz lit. This the Falcons strong. You day Kings back to back like a boss 7. Try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting balls like a Grady blitz. Every fact straight fire, every line gon' hit. ATL made me this city's my heart. Step up, talk sports to get torn apart. Home team.
Yeah! We running it back, baby. We running it back.
Home team.
Got that Jay Uso game on y'all, nigga. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about that?
Bears got that chop to the chip with a flex. Hawks in the cut, ice cold like a tag. A-Town legend, I debate with the best. Come week with the text, get laid to rest. Home team.
It must be Tuesday. I'm here. Big Will's here.
Team.
What we like to do on Tuesdays, Big Will.
Drop that motherfucking link.
And we gonna drop the motherfucking link. We gonna do it right now. We ain't gonna waste no time. We gonna do it right now.
Right now.
Now, when we drop this link, don't be scared.
Oh no.
Tap that link.
Don't speak about the sell what you tone. Mercedes Benz lit, this the Falcons throne. You gay games, bet the bad like a boss. Sub bun, try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting boss like a Brady gets. Every fast straight fire, every line gon' hit. ATM ain't me, this city's my heart. Step up top sports so you're torn apart. Whole team.
All right. The link is in the chat. Y'all know what to do with it. Don't let it bite you. Y'all know what to do with it. Hold on, let me pin it. I gotta pin it in the chat. I got
y'all already popping off in there. Look at that. Already in the motherfucker.
Let's get it pinned in the chat. Let's get it pinned up in there. Get it pinned up in there so it's in there. So now it's in there. So now y'all can tap that link anytime you see fit. It's in the chat. Hey, do us a favor though. Prior to tapping the link, it's a button called share. It's spelled SHARE right below the video. Hit that share button. Share this to your ex, your Instagram, your Facebook, whatever. Share it to one of your socials. I would be gladly appreciative. It's time to talk some shit, y'all. Before we bring y'all up, I gotta ask Big Will a question I ain't been able to ask him yet.
What up?
Oh, a lot of people, man, told me, Big Will. A lot of people told me that the Falcons would not hire a head coach before they hired a general manager.
Now hold up. I told you specifically.
I'm holding.
I told you specifically that they was gonna Matt Ryan was hiring both of them, so that didn't matter. The GM here in Atlanta is like a assistant GM. Matt Ryan is essentially like over everything. The GM, only thing he got to do is to do the draft. That's it. Draft, get the talent, go out there and draft the talent. That's what he's doing. Matt Ryan is hiring both of them, so that's why they don't see it like it's in a, you know what I'm saying, importance to which order they hire him. And then you got to think we the only GM job open, so we not competing with nobody. So it's no hurry to hire the GM. They already know who their GM is, but we had to compete with 9 other teams for a head coach. So they had to go on and wrap that up. You know what I mean? So that's why you see what you see. I knew you were gonna talk about this shit. I knew when the shit popped off. I seen you talked about it this month. I already knew what you were gonna do, bro.
It was 8 other teams. It was 8 other teams before this past weekend. It was 8 other teams. Now just of Sunday or Monday, well, whenever it was, just a couple of days ago, now it's 9 other teams, but it was 8 other teams.
If you want to be technical with it, my bad. It was 8 other teams.
I was told that we would not hire a head coach before a GM. That's all I'm saying. That's
Who told you that though?
I heard it. You said that.
You did not hear me say that. I just said exactly what I said, bro.
In the chat said that. Some of these folks on these other content creator channels talk, all that. Blakberry, they ain't gonna hide it. They ain't gonna do that. Now I don't see Matt Ryan doing that. Now.
You know I ain't tell you that, bro. You know I ain't tell you that. I told Matt Ryan gonna be doing the hiring for both of them, so it don't matter.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, the link is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Tap the link. This fan speak. This ain't Blakberry speaking, Big Will speak. This fan speak. Y'all got a voice. Y'all don't need us to be your voice. Use it your damn selves. Tap the link. It's time to get this thing started, Big Will. Let's bring up who we got in the back. Let's bring up who we got in the back. Who we got? We got Deshaun Coswell, a.k.a. Silk. Hold on, let me get this over here. A.k.a. Silk Legacy in the building. One of the OGs in there. Damn! And we got Cats, boy. Got them Cats, boy. Hey.
Hey. What's happening?
Hey, y'all make sure before we do anything, before we go forward, I need all of the people that's watching right now. I see 28 right now. I need all 28 of you. Then go to my boy Gats Boy Speaks. It's just like it's spelled right here on the screen here. Go to Gats Boy Speaks on YouTube and subscribe to my boy right now. All 28 of you. I shouldn't see nobody in this chat right now. I should see 0. I should see 0 leave the screen and 28 go to Gats Boy Speaks right now. That's what I want to see.
You probably gonna have to drop it like you did last time, bro.
Yeah,
for them to find it. It was easy for the find like that when you dropped it off and
Now, Blackberry.
John Textboy can drop it off in the thing. You put it up.
Now, Blackberry. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, Silk. What's up, man?
We got you.
I'm gonna tell you and other people in your same congregation. Y'all all think about what y'all want. Didn't that say what he want? When you talking about
get his ass.
It's like
Get
this.
his ass,
You wanted them to pick you wanted your manager to pick the coach. Matt didn't say that. Okay. Y'all wanted a Kubiak. Matt didn't say that. Y'all talking about, oh, Matt, he rushed to get a head coach. No, he didn't. He wanted the coach he wanted. He did move a little quicker because Tennessee went to get him. That don't mean he rushed.
You don't say.
Y'all talking about Stefanski is racist because he didn't let to do a play. The man had 13 black coaches. Quarterbacks. Ain't none of them say you're racist. Ain't none of them say you're racist.
They can't say that man racist. He had Deshaun Watson before the goddamn boy got there. He had Jameis Winston also. Them niggas ain't black.
And he had Dorian Thompson Robinson out of UCLA. He had Jameis Winston. He had Tyrod Huntley.
Yeah. So what's up, bro? Hey, ATL 251 he enjoying the Grady game. That boy that's totally Grady down there.
He called it, man.
And then another thing. Why everybody looking at his last 2 years of quarterbacking? Coaching. He's been in the league since 2006. That man is a good coach. Don't look at it. Oh, he only won 8 games, more than Raheem. But he told me. But he told us winning is more winning. We more one game than Raheem. If you look at it, then go back to I don't know why the Falcons hired a losing coach. Didn't the Patriots do the same thing with Belichick from Cleveland? One Nick Saban losing in Cleveland.
The thing is, it wasn't gonna be the fan base wasn't gonna be. It was gonna be upset either way it go, bro. Because if you're looking for somebody with experience, like a lot of us was looking for somebody with experience, said this is what they were saying. We don't want nobody who has never been a coach before. That was the main answer. Once they fired Raheem, we want somebody with some experience in here. If you're looking for somebody with experience, bro, ain't too many of them on the open market with good records, bro. Not too many.
And if you notice, all the coaches with experience are getting taken first.
Right, it's a flaw with everybody. And one thing about somebody who got experience, they got their pick of the litter.
And then
Hardball was going to New York all the way, bro. He was using other teams to get more money.
His press conference today, he knew he was going to New York.
You listen to that man press conference, bro. This man reporting to the owner, bro. You see how the GM was talking? The GM was talking so goddamn nervous, like he was trying to finish it, like, oh, that's just a piece of paper. We got to work cohesive and out of the breath. That's your boss. Hardball is your boss now.
100 million. I'm the boss.
But check it out. Everybody talking about we all We all picked Kubiak. Did Matt pick Kubiak? That's like y'all picked Kubiak.
Hey,
So Matt
came out that Kubiak wasn't doing good in interviews.
Check this out. It wasn't even that Matt picked Kubiak, bro. The thing is, you gotta know that Matt got communication with Kubiak, and he said, hey, he probably said, hey, I got another job that I feel like I might, you know what I'm saying, go take. And Matt Ryan see that, and you got to go get the next man on your board. Kubiak probably going to go up here and take one Baltimore job where they got a quarterback in place.
All right.
On Buffalo.
They got quarterbacks in place,
They treated Stefanski like he was Trump. I ain't never seen somebody hate on the coach that much, that quick.
All right. Let's let the glazing subside for a minute here. Let's show some love. Let's show some love to the loyal compadres and compadres in the chat. Hello. Silk Legacy, he on the panel right now trying to set your boy straight, I guess. That's what he's trying to do. We got Bernard Cantrell in the house. What's going on with you, Bernard Cantrell? We got Gats, boy. He on the panel right now. Got them Gats, boy. We got King Treyway in the building. We got D Woo in the building. What's up with? And oh yeah, by the way, if I'm saying if your name is something else other than what I'm calling out, just know that I'm calling out what your @ is for your YouTube, because that's all I can see. I can't see if your name's something else. I don't know what kind of what happened with the communication between StreamYard and YouTube, but it's some bullshit. Whatever it was. But yeah. We got Nicholas Harvey up in here. What's up with you, Nicholas Harvey? What's happening with you, my boy? We got Mon D in the house. What's up with you, Mon D? We got Michael ATL up in the building. Y'all know he gonna troll the hell out of Will. He finna troll the hell out of Will this whole life.
Ready for life.
Michael finna troll the shit out of Will this whole live, bro. I'm telling you. We got Kashido in the building. What's up with you, Kashido?
ATL already started. ATL 251 already kicked it off.
Got Dre Murphy, the one and only in the building. What's up with you, Dre Murphy? Who else we got up in here, man? Got D Sloan in the building. What's up with you, D Sloan? Ain't seen you in a minute, man. What's happening? What's up with you, D Sloan? Who else? ATL 251. Y'all know what it is with him. He in the building. Who else we got? We got D Coleman in the house. What's up with you, D Coleman? Somewhere on the rooftop. He's somewhere on the rooftop. What's up with you, D Coleman? Who else? John Tay Rouge. Yeah. Well, we got y'all in. We got all the usual suspects in the building now, man. We got them all in the building. What's up, man? Who else up in here, man? Who else up in here? Who else?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got something to talk about. We got
Ghost Peppers in the building. What's up with you, Ghost Peppers? Ghost Peppers on there. Keeping itself, ghost out on them Ghost Peppers. What's up with you, my boy? All right. Hey, so the link is in the chat. Y'all tap the link. Don't be scared of it, man. The link ain't going to bite you. I promise you it ain't. Tap the link. The link is pinned in the chat. Y'all come on and talk shit. I want to know from the gentleman that's currently on the screen, because apparently I'm in this one by myself right now. I ain't got no allies right now. But I just want to know.
Crazy.
I just want to know. If we so confident that hiring the head coach before the GM ain't a big deal, then how come over the course of history it's only worked out for a handful, not even barely a handful. If you can count on one hand the amount of teams it's worked out for. It's only worked out for Andy Reid.
Lately in these last 5-6 years, the GM ain't been picking the head coach.
I don't care about them. I care about what's worked and what ain't worked.
Right.
That's what I care about.
It worked in San Francisco.
It worked in San Francisco.
Lynch ain't picked Kyle Shanahan.
No, that's not the same. That's not the same. They was hired at the same time.
But he didn't pick them.
It don't matter. They was hired at the same time.
You said the GM picking the head coach.
And they ain't won no championship. It do matter. That's the only thing that matters is winning championships. That's all that matters.
Okay.
That's all that matters.
Okay.
It's winning championships.
I get it.
It ain't
Okay.
worked out for nobody but Andy Reid or who else it worked? Andy Reid, Bill. Bill. Well, technically, Bill Belichick. No,
it worked now.
No, he didn't choose another GM. After that, after the GM that was there when he got hired as head coach left, he was the next GM. So he chose
because he ended up going to Houston with Bill O'Brien.
That's right.
You talking about Nick Castle or something like that, Casario or something like that? He ended up going to Houston.
I was just looking at it last night. He got one of them Italian names. But yeah, one of them, whoever that dude was. After him, it was Bill Belichick. He chose himself. He bet on himself. So Andy Reid, and I think maybe it was somebody else. It was like one other coach. All I care about is what's the probability of you hiring your head coach before you hire your GM? What's the probability of that working out is for winning championships? And over all I can go by, all I can go off of history.
But in this situation, for instance, for this situation, we had to, because of Matt Ryan wanted Stefanski. He had, think about it. They already moved the interview up. If we would, because think about it, we didn't have no interview with Stefanski until today. So think about it. If we didn't move that interview up, Stefanski could be in Tennessee. We're still waiting on the head coach and the GM.
So what?
Our GM was still on the playoff team, so we couldn't hire our GM. The two options we had at GM just lost Saturday and Sunday. We couldn't hire them then.
So why they ain't hired already?
You don't know that.
We do know that because it ain't been announced. Once they're hired, it'll be announced.
No, but like this, they could have hired them, but they just didn't announce it, like you just said.
No, that don't work like that.
It do work like that.
No, it don't. Once the offer has been sent and the offer has been accepted, it's going to be announced.
Well, I say like this. You said the system already can work, so why you worry about it?
I said what?
You said it worked.
They just gotta have them hired before February. That's it.
I said the system
they gotta have them hired before February.
You said with Andy Reid it worked, right? So if it already worked, why you worry about it?
Over 60 years, the one time it doesn't work, that's what you going off for?
It
was twice because it was another coach. I just can't recall who it was.
We going off of this is what the NFL going to now. You're not even going to find too many where the NFL teams or the GMs are hiring their own head coach. Go look at it. They talked about it on the air. They talked about it on the broadcast.
How many teams? And Nick, I see Nick just came up in here. I'm gonna let you get your shit off, Nick. Just bear with me 1 second here.
Yes, sir.
You can say this is what the league going off, just what the league going to now.
No, this is what the league said.
Why do we care about what the rest of the league is doing and not care more about what has worked?
Because we're a part of the league. That's why we care.
So you don't care. So you care more about doing what's trending. So you care more about doing what's trending in Deshaun and not what has proven to work.
My question is, Blakberry. My question is, bro, why are you so infatuated with the GM hiring the head coach when Matt is hiring both of them? So you still got somebody to point the blame to.
So
Matt Ryan is the one you point the blame.
So outside of Andy Reid,
nothing wrong with that.
So outside of Andy Reid, the Giants and Harbaugh, the GM didn't pick Harbaugh. The Falcons and Stefanski, the GM did not pick Stefanski. The GM did not pick Pete Carroll for the Raiders. The GM did not pick Sean McDermott for the Bills. The GM did not pick Andy Reid for the Chiefs.
Where the champions at? The only champion I heard was Andy Reid, and we just went over that.
But Buffalo ain't been successful.
What was the point of going off or reading off that list? What was the point?
Okay, I got you right here.
Where the champions at? Where the champions at?
We talk about championship is a luck thing. You gotta have luck on your side, bro. You gotta have luck on your side.
So I guess I guess
local
over
side. We
60
talked
years,
about this, bro.
it's only been 2 lucky motherfuckers over 60 years. I got you.
Okay, but
Hold on,
Patriots been looking like a motherfucker.
Hey,
How many
Nick,
times the
what's
Chiefs
up with
been
you, Nick?
lucky as shit?
What's
How
up
many
with you,
times
Nick?
the Chiefs been lucky as
What's
shit?
up, fellas?
We got somebody new on the panel now. We're gonna let somebody new talk, goddamn. Y'all ain't gonna y'all ain't gonna team up on me. This ain't no goddamn battle royale. Y'all not finna team up
Your
on
ass
me.
brought it on yourself. You did this, motherfucker.
Hey, Nick, what's up with you, Nick?
Blackberry,
What's
just
up,
to add
fellas?
in a little bit more. Jacksonville did it with Lynn Cohen. The Dallas Cowboys did it with Brian Schottenheimer. The Patriots did it with Mike Vrabel. The Jets did it with Aaron Glenn.
Hold up on the George Texas, boy. Hold up, don't get him yet. Nick, go ahead, Nick.
What's up,
I
fellas?
need champions.
What's that?
What's up with you, Nick?
Another
What's
day,
up,
another
Nick?
dollar.
What's up, Nick?
What you at on this, Nick?
So what I'm gonna say is I feel like the NFL is turning into a copycat league. So everybody is trying to figure out the same answer to the same equation at the same time. So you know what I'm saying? They figure if it worked for this team, it could work for us. And the way I'm looking at it is we don't got nothing to lose. So why not?
So you cool? So you cool with it too?
I mean, I feel what you're saying, Blackberry. It's kind of like the definition of insanity, doing the same thing, expecting a different result. But
you don't say.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
the thing is, we actually not doing the same thing because we got Matt Ryan in place, not the old motherfucker y'all kept
I
complaining
mean,
about.
it's just a new name, Big Will. It's just a new name, Big Will. It's the same thing, though.
It's the same concept, just somebody else doing it.
Facts. You can add in the Eagles with Nick Sirianni. You can add in the 49ers with Kyle Shanahan. You can add in Matt LaFleur with Green Bay. These is all the teams the GM did not pick the head coach.
That GM was there when Sirianni got hired.
But he didn't pick Sirianni.
They're not gonna be happy
that GM was there when Sirianni got hired.
But did he pick Sirianni?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I think he did, though.
Will.
You know, George Test boy finna go check. He finna go check.
I know he picked him because he been the GM.
I'm looking at it right now.
He been the GM. That GM been there. He been in Philadelphia.
That wasn't the question, Blackberry. He asked you, did he hire him?
Who else gonna hire him? Who else gonna hire him?
Laurie, the owner.
No,
Jeffrey Laurie.
No, Jeffrey Laurie. We already know he don't. Y'all already know he a goddamn spectator owner, and you know it.
But look,
he'll let the fans hire somebody before he do. Come on.
They're not gonna be happy because soon they hire Matt Ryan, they complain. Now Matt Ryan hired the coach, they complain.
Listen, slow down. This ain't got shit to do with Matt Ryan. This ain't got shit to do with. Listen, y'all. No,
you got a lot to do with Matt Ryan.
Before you misconstrue, before you misconstrue my whole tape. Before you misconstrue my whole tape, it ain't got nothing to do with who these people are. It's the process for me. It ain't got shit to do with Matt. Y'all know I'm a Matt Ryan supporter. I support Matt Ryan.
That's what you say.
Anybody.
And for you, it ain't got nothing to do with Matt Ryan. For you, say that for you.
Hold on. What you say, George? That's what you say?
I ain't say nothing.
I said so it could have been anybody. What you saying?
Yeah,
it didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
All right, Black. I just pulled up your list. These are the teams where the GM picked the head coach. Washington, the GM picked Dan Quinn. Tampa Bay, the GM picked Todd Bowles, even though I think that was with Bruce Arians say so. The Seahawks, John Snyder picked Mike McDaniel. The Steelers, Omar Khan. No, because Omar Khan got there in 22. He can't pick Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin been there since 07. The Giants, 22, with Joe Schoen and Brian Dable. The New Orleans Saints, Mickey Loomis and Dennis Allen. The Patriots didn't have a GM when they got Jared Mayo. What's the GM of the Vikings? He got an African name. He picked Kevin O'Connell. Les Snead didn't pick Sean McVay. Joe Hortitz and the Chargers did not pick Jim Harbaugh. let's go with the Raiders did not pick Antonio Pierce. Ryan Poles did not pick Matt Eberflus. Dan Morgan did not pick Dave Canales. Eric DeCosta did not pick John Harbaugh, even though he came afterwards. And the GM for the Cardinals did not pick their head coach, who they just fired, Jonathan Gannon.
You done?
Yeah.
Are you going to do the same thing for the last 59 years? Or you just going to go off based off of the last 61 years?
I'm going off history, but they just brought up year by year. They doing it year by year.
So if you're going to do that, you need to go down the entire history list of years and look at all.
Well, of course, history list over time. The GM picked the head coach, but we just said that the momentum of the NFL is changing. The direction of the NFL is changing. That's what we just sat here and said.
And I just sat here and said I don't give a fuck. I care about what's worked. I care about what's worked and what hasn't. That's what I care about. The probability of what's going to work and what's not going to work. And the probability of letting the GM do a general manager's fucking job, which is to put everybody in the proper place they need to be in. That's what's worked more than anything in this league. That's what the Falcons need to go do. That's what they need to do.
You also got 12 teams that never won a Super Bowl that did it the exact same way.
How many teams in NFL? How many teams in NFL?
12 teams still ain't won a Super Bowl.
How many teams in NFL we?
It don't matter. We not, bro. 12 teams. 12.
Man, the link in the chat. Y'all tap the link. I'm up here getting. I'm up here. It's a handicap match like no other up in this motherfucker. Y'all gonna just let me get tag teams like that? That's what y'all gonna do in the chat. Y'all just gonna let them come in here and just do me like that, huh? All right. We got King Atlanta supporter up in the building. What's up with you, King Atlanta supporter? What's happening? Hey, Ghost Pepper said home team does have a point. Falcon fans, the GM is supposed to be responsible for the overall roster and operations, so they should select the coach who best fits their roster plan and strategic vision. This right here, what we got in Atlanta, is a democracy. We got a democracy.
Yeah, but I was about to say our franchise not set up like that because Matt Ryan is the president of the football. So by Arthur Blank definition, he might as well be the GM. He's making all the football decision.
That's what I said. Just making the damn general manager.
Look,
he ain't ready for that yet.
And your grandpa days, not these days. So when your daddy watched football, they did it that way. When your granddaddy watched football, they did it that way. Not these days.
Hey, Sean, let me ask you a question. You getting your house remodeled, right? Let's say you get your house remodeled. And you got the choice between somebody that's, that's going to, you got the choice of having somebody that's known for doing everything that needs to be done for the remodel. They can draw out the plans for it. They know how to get the best prices on the materials. They know how to put the best team together to get the job done. And they've done it before, and they've had great results. And then you got somebody that's going to be a little cheaper. They're going to be a little cheaper. And they've done good jobs before, but they also done jobs where they weren't so good before. They've done more jobs where they weren't so good. They got a couple good, reviews out there, but the rest of them is, it was okay. I wish they could have did this better, that better, this better, that better. They was all right. They was blah. But you say, I need to go ahead and grab that person because this one's probably not going to want to come do my job because I got a specific budget that they probably not going to be able to stay in. They probably going to come to me and tell me, hey, I know your budget is $2,500, but if you go up by another $500, I can get you some of the best. I can get you this, that, and that's what's better for you. But you say, nah, I want to stay in my $2,500. So I'm gonna go get the cheap person. And when the cheap person done, you got a half-ass built wall in your downstairs living room.
Sound like most of these new builds getting built by these men.
That you can't even find the studs to hang a damn portrait in.
So you saying since
So
the GM you saying since the GM changed the foundation of the club, it gonna fail?
You say what? What'd you ask?
Since you say the GM changed the foundation of the football club is gonna fail.
What that got to do with what I just said?
You talking about building, right? You said the old way.
Remodel. I said remodel.
Okay.
There's a reason why I said remodel and not build.
Okay. Remodel. Okay. So you saying the way they remodeled back then was certified, but the way they remodel now, you gonna have some broken glasses or you're gonna have a missing doorknob.
You're not gonna have a finished product.
So that's a good. Okay. So you saying they're gonna fail?
More than likely, because they failed more than they succeeded in the past. This method has failed. This concept has failed more than it's worked by a landslide, by a lot.
So if Matt Ryan succeeds doing this way that the Falcons got it right now, you willing to come on here and eat crow?
Of course.
Okay.
I want it to work. I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. And I'm not necessarily saying that it ain't gonna work. What I'm saying is this process that they've gone is short-sighted and it's lazy and it's the fear of missing out. That's what it is. So you okay? So let me
hold on. Before you break that off, let me ask you a question. So you know how we have a draft board set up when we go draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say that Kevin Stefanski wasn't in their top 3?
I'm pretty sure he was.
So what's the problem with the hire then?
I don't have a problem with the hire.
You did a video saying they hired the Stefanski.
Yeah, I seen that video.
You had a whole problem.
What I said in the video.
You had a whole problem with it. I ain't talking about what you said at the end. I'm talking about what you said at the beginning.
What did I say in the video?
About the GM not hiring them. You had a problem with it. That's a problem.
It's the process. It's the process.
But
what did I say? What did I say? Doing it this way is what? I said it's a sign of things to come. It ain't about who they hire. I like the idea of bringing in Kevin Stefanski because of his relationship with Kirk Cousins and them being on the same page already, expecting what to do with this offense. That to me is a plus. A lot of fans is trying to throw that out the window because they don't want Kirk Cousins to come back.
Michael Penny's gonna be ready. But this the thing. This the thing. What other reason? Okay. What other concrete reason could you have for hiring Kevin Stefanski so eagerly, other than the opportunity to put him back, to pair him back with Kirk Cousins, and you get some of that relative production that they got in Minnesota with that offense?
Because the other 7 teams was looking at Stefanski as well.
Why do you care? So what? So what?
So think about it. So think about it. We don't move up that interview to Saturday. Stefanski might be the head coach of Tennessee. If that's your guy, just like we always been saying, if that's your guy, go get your guy. Lock your guy in the building. Don't let him go nowhere. The one time they do it, everybody mad.
Everybody mad. Everybody. But like, let me break it down like this for you, Blakberry. Say for instance, we waited for Clint Kubiak until the Super Bowl was over.
Mm-hmm.
Then he mess around and don't choose to come here. Now we got to go through the goddamn garbage and try to pick a goddamn coach. Let alone let that coach build a staff. That's not smart, bro. That's not smart at all.
Wait a minute. Who was the top prospect at the start of all this?
At the start,
Harbaugh, John Harbaugh.
Who was the next who was the next most mentioned name?
Kubiak.
Kubiak. So
by the media, by
the fans too, not just the media, by the fans too.
But then did Matt Ryan say that?
Well, wait a minute. If the third best option is not on the table because you give yourself opportunity to get the top, one of the top two options, you ain't gonna get John Harbaugh. He made it to it fast. He said, I ain't going to interview with nobody else. I'm going to New York. Cool. If you don't leave a door open, an opportunity open, you don't never know. All
they
you
did.
They're doing. No, they did. You doing this? They doing.
We interviewed 13 coaches. We interviewed 13 coaches in 1 week.
You did not interview Kubiak.
That was the first person we interviewed. That was the first person we interviewed.
You couldn't interview him again because he was still playing.
Listen. When he had a bye week, we did a virtual interview during the bye week because there was another ones. Nobody could do a second. Even the coaches in the playoff. Listen, even the coaches who got eliminated couldn't interview until last week.
Exactly. You couldn't do a second interview.
Look, they can't do another. You don't think Matt been in?
Matt Ryan had to have a connection with Stefanski anyway. He did.
You speculating. You don't know that. You don't know what intel they got. You don't know that. You don't know what intel they got. You speculate.
But this, how you know they didn't want him anyway?
I don't
care. Think about this.
You still not getting it.
Mike,
yeah, good Mike. I don't care that they didn't. That's who they wanted all along. You didn't open. You did not leave room to maximize your opportunities.
I don't think that's who they wanted all along. I think they wanted.
They wanted somebody with experience.
In this process,
Matt Ryan said it in his own interview. He wanted somebody with experience. So if John Harbaugh was first, who's the next experienced person? Stefanski. McDonough already came here. We gave him a contract. Antonio Pierce already came here. Experienced head coach.
So
you got to go down the line.
And
if they wanted experience, that means that Clint Kubiak ain't the guy. That means that Joe Brady ain't the guy. That means that Dirty ain't the guy.
How do you know how do you know that that's what they wanted over?
Because coming out of Matt Ryan said he wanted experience. He didn't care if it was on the offensive side or defensive side. They wanted experience at the head coach position.
No, they don't.
Hold on, Blakberry.
Now you're fixing what he said because he didn't specifically say I want an experienced head coach.
Yes, he did.
No,
yes, he did.
Well, find it where he said that and drop a link for it. Because now you adding on to what he said. He didn't say specifically he wanted an experienced head coach. You want to know how I know he didn't say that? Not only was I watching and listening closely, but that was one of the things that I critiqued right after that press conference. So I know he didn't say it. And I also know he didn't say it because ain't no owner gonna let that guy say that. They not because they gotta leave openings for all possibilities to occur. So that it is not. I know he didn't say we want an experienced head coach. I know he didn't say that.
Well, why were you going to go again with an inexperienced head coach and fail 3 times?
And why can't you understand that I don't care? I want the process to be right.
Well, you don't work for the Falcons.
I don't. You keep talking about. Listen, I don't care about none of that you saying, Deshaun. It ain't what has worked and what hasn't worked. You can keep looking. You can keep talking about it. You ain't in the room. You don't make decisions. And over history, over the course of time, I got proof of what I'm saying works. What you're saying ain't worked.
Well, QBA was like,
Smith got to do work. You just said it. The last couple Super Bowl winners have been doing it that way.
Who the last two Super Bowl winners? The Eagles
Man,
and who else?
Super Bowl would have been doing it that way.
The Eagles and who? The Chiefs? Who the
Kansas
last two?
City
The
just
Eagles
won
and who else?
Kansas City just won 4 of them things. Doing it that way.
That's one team, and the Eagles. That GM did hire Sirianni.
You just said ain't no proof it don't work. That's what you said out your mouth.
I said the probability of it working.
But it worked.
Probability of it working.
All I need is a percentage saying that it worked. That's what I need.
That's stupid. So you'll hire anybody that got there come in your house and work on some shit. You don't give a damn about it. You don't give a damn.
No, it's about doing research. It's about doing research. If you
research show that it ain't worked as much as it had, that it hasn't worked as much as it has, it's worked. This concept has not worked nearly as much as it has worked.
If you're doing your homework, you're gonna find the right person. Period, bro.
It ain't about the person. It's not about the person.
Yeah, what is it about?
It's about the process.
Don't the person make the process?
Blackberry, come on, Blackberry.
That's right. That's why I'm saying it's stupid. It's a stupid process. It's a stupid concept because it ain't worked it has not worked as much as the opposite.
Who made the process?
I don't care, Deshaun. It's stupid.
He trying to get it to fit his narrative, Deshaun. He ain't trying to hear that shit.
What do it matter? What do it matter who created the concept? If it's proven not to work,
it's proof that it does work.
It's a very small percentage that's worked. Very small. Somebody got to make sure you got that window closed. The window for the stream. Make sure you got it closed. That's the whole point, bro. The whole point is I've seen it not work more than I've seen it work. That's the point. I don't care who created the concept. So what? What the fuck that got to do with anything? That means whoever created it is stupid.
But it worked.
You don't know what the hell I'm talking about. How you don't know what I'm talking about, bro? If the GM if you don't give the GM the responsibility of hiring his own head coach, that has not worked before, bro. But a couple times over the history of this league. But y'all want to go off of that because that's what's trending in the league.
If it didn't work, if it didn't work, I'll be on your side. But if it worked, let's see if it worked.
Oh God damn!
You don't give up on making a 2-day pie just because you failed twice. Time work.
You can't say we copping out nobody else. We won the first team to do it.
Yeah, and
so it's like we trying to copy nobody else.
And we've had 8 straight losing seasons.
We haven't had a losing season. We just ain't won no Super Bowl. We ain't had some winning seasons.
We ain't had a. What you mean? We ain't been above 500 to end a season in 8 years.
The last 8 years. But we had Arthur Blank. How long Arthur Blank been on the team?
Since 2001, right?
We got winning seasons in there, so it does work. We just ain't got a championship.
So it ain't worked.
It did work. It's winning. Your team winning.
What a rings at?
You been to a Super Bowl, you just didn't finish the job. That ain't his fault. That's the
what the trophies? What a banner? What a championship?
Look, you don't have to have a ring to be winning.
You don't.
No.
That's bull. If we not getting a ring, then what we playing for?
So, no. Listen, you can have a winning season. Don't say your season is done because you ain't win a ring.
Well, the Patriots went undefeated and lost
their
the Super Bowl.
Coach.
The Patriots were undefeated and lost their Super Bowl. That's a failed season.
What? Say it again.
The Patriots went throughout the whole regular season undefeated. They got all the way to the Super Bowl and lost. That's a failed season.
The Carolina Panthers went 15-1, got to the Super Bowl and lost. That's a failed season.
So they said that was a failed season, or y'all saying that?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what they saying. I'm not in there.
So you see, so that don't matter because that's your opinion. I want to know what Jay said.
That's not an opinion. That's a fact. What are you talking about?
That's y'all fact.
What are you talking about?
Well,
What the hell are you talking about? The only reason to play any game, if I'm playing Madden, if I'm playing 2K, if I'm playing Uno, Spades, if I'm playing hopscotch, if I'm playing jump rope, nigga, if I'm playing slap hand, whatever the fuck, nigga, that's the whole point is to win. What are you talking about?
Do you know most soccer fans will be happy with the playoff, and they'll say that's a winning season?
And that's why you got a losing mindset in Atlanta. That's why we got a losing mindset right there. Because we happy with making the fucking playoffs.
In that case, it's 31 failed teams every year then.
Exactly. You're right. You're right.
Y'all love put salt in the game, boy.
Do you think Serena was happy with just making it to the cup? You think she was there happy with? At least I made it here.
She's by herself.
It's the point. It's playing a game. The point is to win. That's the point. I'm just happy because I'm here. Bullshit. Y'all sound like these motherfuckers that get everybody a trophy just for participating.
No, bro. Everybody wants to win, but just because you don't win the Super Bowl is not a failed season.
Oh God,
that's a lie.
Grady feels like he failed after that season he had.
Lie, bro. Everybody wants to win, yes, but it takes a lot of luck to win championships. Go back in history. You like talking about history. Go look. It takes a lot of luck to be involved in that win too, bro.
So you got to get there.
We just ain't been lucky. I've been telling y'all, motherfucker, we cursed. I don't care how many times y'all don't want to hear this shit. We cursed like a motherfucker.
Wow, bro.
All right, Black. You want me to read it to you?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. It say Matt Ryan did publicly outline what he wants in the Falcons and their head coach, and his comments imply he's looking for someone with leadership traits and steadiness, which often overlaps with experience. But he didn't specifically say, I want an experienced head coach in so many words. In his press conference coach that are publicly reported, here's what actually is on record. Matt Ryan emphasized traits like emotionally stability, presence, and someone who can command the respect of players. He talked about looking for the right person to lead and bring people together rather than a specific background. So you're right. He didn't necessarily say he wanted an experienced head coach, but going off what he said, he was going to bring in somebody of experience.
I got. I appreciate you finding that and reading that off, and that's why y'all need to go subscribe to my boy Gatsboy page too, man. Gatsboy Speaker, when he gonna do his homework. But I'm glad you read that. But that's you. All of those things he said he's looking for, you can find in somebody in the interview process, based off of how they answer questions, based off of what they tell you what the vision they have and the direction they want to go. You can find all that.
Kubiak being the first interview, they probably realized Clint Kubiak wanted the guy.
I don't think.
Maybe okay, like this.
Now that's what I believe. I don't believe it.
Kubiak is somebody that often would pick because he like to pick them fresh people and all that. Maybe Brad said, no, let's go somebody with some experience this time. And he listens to Matt.
I got you. Let me see what Southside say. You say, so Blakberry, are you saying that if we don't win a Super Bowl this year, even if we go far in the playoffs, that we had a losing season? No. I said it's a failed season. A losing season would be you didn't win more than you lost. That's a losing season. A failed season is a season where you don't accomplish the ultimate goal, which is to win a championship. How is that? Listen, man. I know a lot of y'all play sports. I know a lot of you play sports. I didn't play professionally. I played competitively though. I played high school and some college. I never went into playing a season with any coach that I ever had, with anybody that ever coached me, with the idea of let's just get there and we happy just for getting there. I ain't never been around no locker room like that.
They never say they have a winning season.
Of course, nobody ain't gonna say that, Blakberry. Come on now, stop flipping the word.
It is. So if the reason why ain't nobody gonna say it is because it ain't true. That's why ain't nobody gonna say no. Because you say some shit like that, don't nobody want you in that locker room. Don't nobody want you around them. If you gonna say, "Hey man, we just happy to get in here."
Stats are for losers.
You play to win, boy. That goddamn Raheem, boy. When he said that, every time he said that shit, I want to jump.
He was cooked when he said that shit. When he first said it,
No. What was that one week? The team isn't loser. I'm a loser. I'm the leader, so I'm the loser.
We know, nigga. We know. Every time the nigga said that shit, I want to jump.
That was just an obvious statement then when he said that one. When he said that was obvious.
Ghost Pepper say at the end of the day, only one team win the Super Bowl each season. That's true.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
And 31 other teams failed that season.
Facts. But then again, you gotta look at a team like the Patriots and the Bears. They was both in last place. And won their division. Yeah, I get it. They didn't make the Super Bowl, but I guarantee they're not looking at the season as a failure.
Man, bro, the damn Bills went to the Super Bowl 4 years straight and then win one. That's got to be the unluckiest team ever. 4 years straight, bro. 4.
And this was that year to win it, and look what happened, boy.
Man, nah,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like these quarterbacks getting these coaches fired, bro. Josh Allen can't get over the goddamn hump, so they fired a motherfucker who been keeping them consistent in the playoffs, deep in the playoff every goddamn year.
But this was the worst game he played in the playoffs. He ain't played no game that bad in the playoffs.
You heard what you said? That was the worst game he played, not the worst game that he coached. That was so Josh Allen had a terrible game, and goddamn McDermott get fired. What kind of bullshit is that?
Hey, they're just like John Harbaugh. The kicker missed the kick. He got fired.
They say John Harbaugh wanted to make some. I don't know what they say. Oh no, that was McDermott. They say McDermott came to the GM and came down with a list to the GM like, this is what I need. This is what holding the team back. And the GM and the owner wasn't happy with what he had, the demands he had on the list. That's why they fired him. I said, what kind of bullshit? And sabotage was a goddamn person. This is what it is right here. This man telling you what he needs.
They took the GM and moved him to president of football operations.
This man telling you what he needs for his team, and you fire his ass. What kind of bullshit is that?
Facts over personality to say, I'm happy with the pick. Everybody's a victim or crybaby these days. I mean, I don't know.
That's in Atlanta, boy.
I care about the process of things, and doing something that's too relative to a failing effort, especially here in Atlanta, which where it lay on thick here, especially here. I'm gonna take pause. And I don't understand why anybody wouldn't. Like I said, facts over personality is not about Kevin Stefanski. I've already touched on. I think that the relationship, if you bring him in for his relationship with Kirk Cousins and what they was able to do in Minnesota, and trying to get some of that, relative production here in Atlanta with this stacked ass offense we got.
Or even if Kirk Cousins ain't here, you just want inexperienced offensive line who can take over the team.
Fuck that. No. If you didn't bring him in here for Kirk Cousins,
because think about it. If Kirk Cousins on this team past March 13th, his cap hit gonna be 70+ million.
If you hired this man off of old ass Kirk Cousins, then you failed already.
No. If he's still on this team by March 13th, it's a 70+ million cap hit for 2026.
Hold on, let me see. You might be right about that.
Now that 27 is gonna be a 70 million. 27 it'll be guaranteed after March 13th. 2027 contract will be guaranteed. That's 70 off the goddamn book.
This shit's so stupid, bro. Just click the goddamn.
Like I said, I think if we keep Kirk Cousins, they're gonna rework. They're gonna give him a whole new contract. They're gonna chop that contract, give him a whole new contract.
Yeah, for 2026, his cap hit after.
I think it's like 30 something for 2026. If I ain't mistaken.
I think it's 35 mil. I think it's 35.
And that shit shoot up to 65, 70 for 27.
Yeah, in 2027. That's
24.6 for 2026 and 72 for 2027 if he's still on the roster.
Yep. And all that shit guaranteed by March 13th. So if he ain't cut by the new league year, all that shit guaranteed.
Now, could we release Kirk Cousins and do a Russell Wilson? Like release Kirk Cousins and give him a 1-year deal?
They could.
Once he see that market ain't hitting on shit for him.
Oh yeah, the dead money. If they cut him after, if they cut him before, it's 35. They cut him after, it's 22.5. Yeah, that's right. And it's the thing is, bro, who you gonna find right now to take on that 2027 money? Who you gonna find?
Yeah. But it's like, who is even out there as an option for a veteran quarterback?
It really ain't. For as far as like veteran with some clout.
None. Don't nobody want Rush. And I already got a feeling that Russell Wilson not coming to Atlanta. Period. So that's out the door. Flacco, I mean, yeah.
We don't want Jordan Winston down here. It's too much to get in trouble with down here. You got to keep that country boy in the country. He get in the
Gardner Minshew, but he ended the season on IR. Who else is out there? Jimmy G, but I ain't seen him play in 2 years.
ATL 251 got a real good question for your ass right here. He say, Big Will, why don't it matter?
I tried to answer that shit earlier. You ain't want to, y'all motherfuckers act like y'all couldn't hear me. I'm trying to answer that shit earlier. I put it on the screen earlier.
We couldn't hear you. Go ahead.
No, you're talking about Terry. I say Terry should have the opportunity to hire his own coach because that was the argument with Terry. But Matt Ryan is in place, so Matt Ryan is essentially the GM. So you don't have to have Ryan his own coach. That's the difference. Yes, I wanted Terry. I said Terry shouldn't be fired if he wasn't able to hire his own coach. That's right. I said that. Everything else he did is good. He went out and got the talent. But they keep saying like he was heavily influenced on the goddamn the dude we just fired. What the name is? The one we just fired.
Right?
They said he was influenced.
I just say it like this.
Yeah, that will. You going out again.
I just say it like this. If they expect Matt to be hiring, it don't make no reason for the GM to hire too. If Matt is the person they're hiring.
Now we agree on that, Deshaun. Now that I agree with you, Will.
Or what if the person we gonna choose for GM gave Matt a list? Or what if they went over the list of candidates who we had and he agreed on? We don't know that.
Because that was the firm's job, not the GM.
Not the GM.
No, the firm's job was to find the candidates. It was Matt Ryan's job to pick it. That's what I'm saying. So if ZRG picked the head coaches completely out of Sportology, but we don't know that.
Then nothing. I think GM gonna be Josh Williams because since Stefanski is from the Kubiak Shanahan branch, so is Josh Williams.
Yeah, and Ian Cunningham got ties to Stefanski too because of Andrew Berry. They work together in Philly, and Andrew Berry is the GM of Cleveland.
But I believe Josh will work closer. I mean, will be more in sync with Stephani than Ian. I mean, I like both of them. Either one. I mean, we will know by either end of this week or next week because Stephani introduction is the 27th.
Who have they
Either
interviewed
way,
with GM? Do we know?
so far, Josh Williams, Ian Williams, the Tillis dude, the dude from the Lions. Like we interviewed like 4 or 5 people not named Matt Ryan.
The dude from the Lions, is he the guy that got there after he was there? He was there before. He's been with the what was that dude's name, man? The dude from the Lions.
He played for the Lions. Spielman. Yeah, he played for the Lions, but he like where Matt Ryan is for us, the president.
Yeah,
No.
but he
after
he became president after the coach was hired, right?
Facts.
Okay.
His name not Spielman. He Blakberry cousin. His name Tillman.
Yeah. That's my homeboy. He ain't my cousin. Terry Lloyd said the Atlanta Falcons structure wasn't the problem. It was the people in the position that was the problem. If it was the people in the positions that was the problem, Terry Lloyd, then what you gonna say if this process don't work again? Because Raheem Morris had experience as a head coach and was coming off of a championship winning team as the defensive coordinator with a losing head coaching record as his experience, just like the guy they just brought in now, except the guy they brought in now ain't won no damn championships.
And Raheem not a head coach material.
He ain't been on no championship teams.
I don't consider Raheem a head coach. I just don't see it. He's not head coach material.
It's about what he done, and he was a head coach for 2 different teams, and he failed miserably at both of them. Now Stefanski, the pros with Stefanski for me is the Kirk Cousins time. That's a pro for me. It's also a pro for me when the season he started with. It's a pro for me that he got 2 coaches of the year, 2020 and 2023. I like what he did in 2020. The wheels just fell off that motherfucker because they couldn't get through the adversity of losing some pieces in the middle of the season.
Yep.
They couldn't get through the adversity of that. But I do like
that wide receiver core was stacked, bro. They had Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham Jr. and what's the other dude name?
They had a tight end. They had a
Njoku. Yeah.
And they had the backfield was stacked because who was that? Chubb, and was Kareem Hunt still there? Or was he was gone?
He was for 1 year. As a matter of fact, I think Kareem Hunt came in the year Chubb got hurt. 23, I think.
No, I think they came in at the same time.
But remember they had because remember Kareem Hunt got picked up by the Chiefs and then he got cut for the little scandal thing. Then the Browns picked him up.
Yeah. But he was initially with the Browns.
Yeah.
Kept getting hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt too many times. Yeah. He could.
But that's who it was. Amari Cooper was the 3rd wide receiver. Amari Cooper. When they had Amari Cooper, Jarvis Landry, and Odell Beckham.
They were stacked.
But also Blakberry. Don't forget about what's his name, Callahan?
Callahan, just got hired to be the offensive line coach for us.
Yeah.
And just think about how many boys from Alabama, Cleveland had on that line.
He said because Raheem sucked as a head coach, Blakberry. That's the difference. And you telling me Stefanski didn't suck as a head coach? What you define as suck?
Okay. I say it like this: both of them had a losing record, correct?
Correct.
But I can say this for Stefanski: he was on track to turn Cleveland around until the ownership wanted Deshaun Watson, and they wanted to get rid of Baker.
No, I could say it better than that. Okay, 5 years, the last 5 years. Stefanski made the playoffs twice. The last 5 years, we had 2 coaches never made it to the playoff.
You left out a part. He did it with the Browns.
Yeah, with the Browns, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I say those are my pros. Those are my pros for Stefanski. If you
got Odell Beckham when he was washed. Odell Beckham was washed like a motherfucker when he went to Cleveland.
I ain't gonna say he was washed, but he was more of a role player. He wasn't the go-to guy. Landry was the go-to.
Role player decoy. Cooper and Landry was catching everything.
Yeah, Cooper and Landry was the go-to.
And Baker. He was Flacco and Baker.
But OB did draw attention for his deep threat. The deep threat he presented drew the attention.
And then folks say he ain't groomed no quarterback. Look at Baker's stats in 2019 and look at Baker's stats in 2020. Everything was an upgrade when Stefanski got there in Cleveland.
No.
You got playing Landry and you got that backfield you got. I mean, they could have made a pedestrian quarterback look good.
But look at the 2019 with Kirk. That was what?
That's why I said
the best numbers Kirk's ever put up.
That's why I said
Raheem came here and had a Ferrari with all the over.
And that was why Raheem got let go, Big Will. Think about it. We had everything a head coach could want except for a quarterback. And you told us you finna go get a quarterback. You got 2 quarterbacks and you still ain't make it work. And he said out his mouth every week, we are too talented on this side of the grass to be going through this. Every week. He just said it in a different way every week. It's like,
didn't they tell him to fire Zach? And he said no.
No,
that's what I heard.
No, that was a rumor by fans and content.
Oh, okay.
That was a rumor.
But
that's
the thing. You don't have to deny. You don't have to reject firing a coach on your staff. If management want them gone, they'll fire them their damn self. If Rich McKay or Arthur Blank was like, I don't give a fuck what you say, Raheem. We finna fire that motherfucker. You got to find you another offensive coordinator. They could have done that. Instead, they went on and fired Raheem ass because it didn't matter if you got another OC in here. Raheem was incompetent than a motherfucker.
And Terry didn't speak up for himself. He let everything go along with the go along. So, hey.
Well, my opinion with Terry, he was supposed to be long term anyway, in my opinion.
Raheem, man, motherfucker was 5 goddamn when that goddamn consulting team came in. It was over with.
It's Southside. That when OBJ stopped playing with baby oil. That's why he wasn't that good.
But no, because he said what he said. He said the Browns organization ruined what Stefanski had going on. He literally came here and didn't do anything at all. See this, but my biggest pro with Stefanski is what he did in 2019 with that Minnesota offense under Kirk Cousins as quarterback. That's my biggest pro. And if you don't have Kirk Cousins, if Kirk Cousins waive his no trade clause, y'all figure out a way to get him off your books and find somebody to take on that contract, then for me, the Stefanski hire was for nothing. Because I don't see no other reason for bringing him in here. It's for me, it's not enough. It's not enough that you got 2 head coaches of the year. That ain't enough for me in 2020 and your latest one being in 2023. That ain't enough for me. You just got relieved of your duties in Cleveland because of whatever was going on up there in Cleveland. Whether they dumpster fire or not, you just got relieved of your duties in Cleveland.
And I bet he said, "Thank you, Lord. Thank you."
He probably did. But how do you handle adversity? That's one of the questions that should be in an interview. Give me an example of a time on the job when you had to handle adversity and make smart choices. The adversity that was in Cleveland with the quarterback position, he didn't handle it well. Whether y'all think he did or not, he didn't. He didn't handle it well.
What?
He couldn't have. So you telling me he handled the quarterback situation in Cleveland well?
The way he did Baker Mayfield, and then turned the team around, and they have won nothing since 2018 years.
I'm talking about the latest quarterback situation after the Deshaun Watson hire. I already said what he did when he first got there is admirable. I already said it.
So why
but
you
that was when he first got there?
So why are you picking and choosing? I mean,
it's what have you done lately? It ain't picking and choosing. It's what have you done lately? And the adversity at quarterback, the adversity that he had to go through, he didn't handle it well.
Maybe it wasn't all his fault.
It ain't about whose fault it is. How did you handle it? I bet you this. I bet you if he handles it well, I bet you of all this controversy with him and Dion, boy, I bet you if that don't exist, I bet you he still got that job. I bet you he don't lose that. I bet you they don't fire.
But I say like this. He probably answered all these questions y'all want to know during his introduction, because I like to hear myself for the hush the crowd up.
This shit right here mind blowing to me. They gave that man 5 new quarterbacks. He's the head coach. He was running the offense too.
But look,
do you forget that part?
He had 2 rookie quarterbacks last year. They didn't know what the hell they were doing. Like Pennis was. Pennis good, but I mean he don't know what the hell he doing.
They Sean Caldwell. They had 2 rookie quarterbacks, and they had Joe Flacco, and they had Deshaun Watson.
Joe Flacco got traded. He
got traded during the season, not before the season.
But look, didn't he take Joe Flacco to the playoffs? Didn't he take Joe Flacco to the playoffs?
So you're saying that it's not his responsibility to bring along at least one of the 2. You got 2 rookie quarterbacks you could have did this with. You could have brought at least one of them along.
But look, how many rookie quarterbacks
breaking up?
How many rookie quarterbacks are selling their first year?
Oh, you say what?
How many rookies quarterback is selling their first year? We try to do it here.
It's probably
depending on the 1-4 games.
Who did he bring along? Who? Since he got the job in 2020, who did he bring along?
No, I'm talking about this year. I mean, last year. He had 2 rookie quarterbacks.
And which one of them are we recognizing today as having a solid season?
Neither one. Since
he's in there, who is giving him credit? Who before now? And be honest. Before now, who was giving him any credit for the development of what Baker Mayfield is today?
I never heard anybody give Baker Mayfield development anywhere.
Nobody was giving him any kind of acknowledgement for bringing along for helping bring along Baker Mayfield.
Nobody said that.
Was a season
he should have got the credit, but they didn't. They tried to give it to Sean McVay and Dave Canales, for Baker, but we can't sit here and not say in 2020 when Stefanski got there he didn't improve Baker, because he did. The stats show it.
I like that, and that's why I said earlier I can't argue that because of the way their offense looked. But it also had a stacked offense. You got a running game, you got a really good tight end, you got really good receivers.
But you need a good quarterback to help move that wide receiver.
You just need a quarterback that ain't gonna fuck it up. That's all. And you got to think of that. He didn't. I'm gonna give that to Stefanski. It did not look like they lost because, well, actually, I'm thinking about sometimes now Baker did throw some games away.
Last year he had picked it up.
Oh yeah, because they said that after 2020, Baker started feeling himself. He wasn't the same quarterback who they thought he was gonna be. That's why the owner was trying to push Baker out and go get Deshaun Watson.
He started smelling himself.
But look, last year he had two quarterbacks. They weren't doing a good job at all.
Man, he had 13 quarterbacks in the last 2 years who ain't do a good job.
And before he got there, Cleveland didn't have no good good quarterback anyway. Cleveland had 45 quarterbacks before he even got there. They got a quarterback problem.
About what he did, what was done under his tenure, Deshaun.
Was he the head coach when they tried to go after what's that quarterback, Kaiser?
Yeah. I don't know who the head coach, but I know that.
Tap the link. The link in the chat. The link is in the chat. We're gonna be here for a little while. Hit the link in the chat, man. Southside said, okay, Blakberry says Baker Lil, this is the list of starting quarterbacks. Brissett, Watson, Flacco. And you telling me Stefanski was supposed to develop that, Blakberry? Deshaun Watson in Houston was an MVP candidate before he got hurt.
Yep.
And before the scandal. He was an MVP candidate. Joe Flacco is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Don't try to don't try to shit on Flacco now. Don't try to shit on and don't even try to shit on Jacoby Brissett. Because anytime Jacoby Brissett done been put in the plug and play, Jacoby Brissett played. He played well. He probably wasn't jumping off the page with the numbers, but he played well. He didn't screw it up. Don't try to shit on Joe Flacco and Deshaun Watson like that now. Deshaun Watson was an MVP candidate when he went to Cleveland. So
I think you got to say you think he's supposed to when they already. You trying to say they were good? You think he's supposed to upgrade them when they was already good?
That's right. You're supposed to.
You're supposed to.
Do you think that do you think that Matthew Stafford is a better quarterback now than he was in Detroit?
No, just a better situation.
Yes, a better situation. Yeah.
So you don't think he's a little bit better now?
He had the same record.
He been doing this. It's just that once Megatron left the Lions, they ain't trying to do nothing to replace Megatron. They didn't try to build that offense for Matthew Stafford. Who they went and got once Megatron retired?
I mean, I think they did draft some receivers in the first round. They didn't get on
Ross St. Brown until after they traded Matthew Stafford to the Rams.
No, St. Brown is many years after Megatron. Many.
When he was when he was with the Rams, he was good. He got the same record that he had in Seattle. You can say Watson was terrible with the Brown Blakberry.
You still so you don't get it then, Southside then. So you don't get it then. I said in Houston, he was an MVP candidate before the injury and the scandal.
You did.
So why wasn't he able to get that Deshaun Watson back to playing into that form in Cleveland? You Southside, you missed the whole goddamn point.
I say he kept getting hurt.
230 fully guaranteed. I don't care no more.
Yeah,
fully guaranteed.
And see that, but you see why you see how when quarterbacks do well under a head coach gonna get some kind of gonna have some skin in the game for bringing them along. But when they have these attitudes that's rumored that Deshaun Watson had and that Baker Mayfield had about feeling themselves and not taking the game as serious once they got a little money, once they got a little clout, you don't think the coach don't have no skin in the game on making sure that they humble themselves, bringing them back to earth, helping them understand that it's here today, it can be gone tomorrow? That ain't on the head coach to help bring them along in that way. That's all a part of the development of the player.
But Deshaun, you can't really say that because he was always hurt.
You just making fucking excuses, or
no.
You just making excuses. You just making excuses.
Yeah.
Because he had plenty of times. He had plenty of times where he actually played. He wasn't hurt the whole damn time.
And he played good. He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad.
No.
What you see? What games you was watching?
He was bad. In Cleveland, he was bad. Even when he played in Cleveland, he was bad.
What games you was watching?
I mean, keep it above. Deshaun Watson was bad in Cleveland. He was not the same quarterback that came from Houston.
Deshaun Watson acted like he really didn't care. That's not on the coach. If your player check out, it's not on the coaching.
It ain't on the coaching if a player check out. If the position on the field, if the most important man on the field check out, that ain't on the head coach. Okay.
That's on the person.
I can see what both of y'all saying. Because we could say the same thing about Kirk Cousins. Him checking out could be on Raheem and it could be on Kirk Cousins. Looking at the situation, Raheem, you told Kirk Cousins, this right here, your job for 2 years. As soon as I get hurt, you already trying to take the job. Now Kirk Cousins finna say, no, I'm not hurt. And if I am hurt, I'm gonna play anyway. But I'm gonna tell y'all I ain't hurt.
Let me ask y'all this question. A lot of folks thought Callahan, how many phones I got in this damn room?
God damn, Kevin Gates.
Got all these damn phones going on. Let me ask y'all this question. A lot of folks thought the Callahan hire was going to be offensive coordinator. That's what a lot of fans would speculate. Instead,
his son.
That's his son.
His son was coming up to be OC, not Bill. It was Brian Callahan.
Oh, really? Okay. I thought it was Bill Callahan.
No, because Brian Callahan, he was the OC of Cincinnati when they went to the championships and went to the Super Bowl, and then he got the head coaching job in Tennessee without calling plays.
Okay. So we might have father and son on the team then, is what you're saying.
Yeah. And Bill Callahan was Stefanski offensive line coaching from 2020 to 2023 before he went to Tennessee with his son.
It ain't that damn serious, man. Call somebody else for that shit. What? Hold on, y'all. What is going on?
Big Wheel, where you at?
Hey, man. So, what y'all think about Kenny Pickett as a bridge quarterback?
Who?
Kenny Pickett. I just seen his name out there. Then I remember he was a free agent last year. I mean, that's the only quarterback I can think of. I mean, we don't need a bridge quarterback. It ain't like we need him to start 2-3 years. We don't need him for half a
I
season or the
heard,
whole year.
I heard Kirk Franklin. Oh damn, Kirk Franklin. I heard Kirk Cousin. I heard Flacco. I heard Stetson Bennett. Did I say Stetson Bennett? Yeah, I did. And I heard Jameis. That's the point I heard so far.
I'll take Stetson.
I think
I'll
Stetson
take
too.
Stetson Bennett.
I would love to have Stetson Bennett here. But would you think that'd be? I think a lot of fans would love that too. But that would be, oh no, that right there will he'll give what's called run for his money.
That's the question that we got to ask this off season. If Kirk Cousins ain't coming back and Mike not gonna be ready at the beginning of the season, who gonna be that bridge quarterback? Like that's the question.
Yeah, you got to hurry up with that because March be here before you know it, and we need to know. Okay, you think they're gonna ask someday on the 27th who's gonna be the bridge quarterback?
Oh man, they finna ask so many questions on the 27th. Like listen, they thought that Matt Ryan and press conference or something, but they finna ask every question in the world. I already got a feeling that you're gonna have about 3 reporters finna ask about what happened with Shador and that whole situation in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with Atlanta. But somebody gonna ask you. Like,
what the hell happened to Big Wheel?
He went to sleep.
Man, I wish Kirby Smart would have took this job as a head coach.
We got Chandler in the house from the Dirty Bird fly through. What's happening with
home
you,
team?
What's happening?
What's happening?
Hey, we're gonna get our answers in a week.
You're gonna have that popcorn ready.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
I think the GM will be announced this week. And then all 3 of them had a presser on the 27th.
Yeah, it's gonna be some lot of questions asked, and I can't wait, man. Ooh, but look, I was not reading. I was into the radio, and they were asking how would Stefanski would do in a press conference, and they said he more like laid back. He more laid back and like he don't give you everything. He not a Raheem. He not that jokey there. Even though they say he a comedian.
Oh man, I heard that he everything opposite Raheem. Breaking news: Mike McDaniel just withdrew himself from the Cleveland head coach opening.
Yeah, I saw that.
He withdrew himself from it.
Yep.
God damn, Cleveland.
But like I said, the interview they had about how he is doing a press conference, he very close to the chest. He gonna answer every question and give you everything you need. He like this. He got a stern. They say he got a stern personality. So
Stefanski?
Yeah. It's like this. He gonna tell you straight out what he wants to do, what he's not gonna do. So it ain't gonna be like a Raheem interview.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it. I heard that he everything opposite of Raheem.
Yeah.
I'm on this Mike McDaniel's withdrawing himself to be the head coach in Cleveland. Do you know that rarely happens when a coach just outright say, "Nah, I don't want to go there."
That's embarrassing.
Hey, could it be about to go to Tennessee and be Tennessee OC, or could he be coming here to be our OC?
I mean,
who y'all talking about?
Mike McDaniel, Georgia Tech's boy just bad breaking news for us, man. He pulled out of being the head coach for Cleveland.
He been did that. Cleveland gonna have to hire Schwartz. They're gonna have to hire Schwartz. Don't nobody want that job, bro.
He pulled out like a John and a prostitute.
Did Miami hire Nagy as the coach?
Nope. Miami hired the DC from Green Bay.
Yeah,
but didn't Nagy get hired? I just heard he got hired.
Nah, he was on the interview. He posted.
He had an interview with Tennessee.
Tennessee. Tennessee.
He had an interview with Tennessee, but there's rumor he might be the OC for Tennessee.
Airbnb been hired for the Kansas City.
Yep. So Matt Nagy, he unemployed right now.
Yeah, he going back to Kansas City as the OC.
No, he just going back to hold the clipboard.
And then what about what about Solomon? He not hired yet?
Solomon is the head coach of Tennessee.
Tennessee just won Tennessee.
Yeah, in Tennessee.
That was breaking news last night.
Yeah. I don't want two Salas in Atlanta anyway.
I don't either.
One Salah is enough.
That ain't make no sense to have Jeff Over and Robert Saleh. We already got the defense, and the defense was successful.
I don't know who started talking about Salah like they ain't just got on San Francisco
because they was talking about because they was trying to put 2 and 2 together and say if we hired Josh Williams as GM, we was gonna bring in Saleh as head coach.
Not the way his defense just got ass to belt.
I mean, they had the frame. It's
I say the Daniels might be in Philly.
Did they say that Mike McCarthy might be going to Pittsburgh?
Mike McCarthy needs to sit his ass down.
Joe Brady out here in AZ right now.
But McDermott might be going to Pittsburgh.
I mean, with his attitude, yeah, you need to go there.
Yeah, I think he might be going to Pittsburgh.
I'll be mad too. I went to the playoffs every year. I got 98 wins in 9 years. Like, come on, bro.
Can you really blame him, Deshaun?
I'll be mad at him, period, if I come and give my GM a list of stuff that I need and y'all fire me.
I got one of the sorriest wide receiver cores in the NFL.
Hey, Will, I was thinking the same. Do you think that might have been like some shit that really just they was already thinking about it, and that kind of like just made the decision for him? No, this nigga didn't just come to me with a list of things.
That was an excuse. That was an excuse. You know how, man. You know how in high school, you look for a reason to try to stop talking to somebody.
So you just come up with any goddamn
shit. Yeah, yeah. That's what it was, bro.
All I know is they better have a plan for a coach who is better than him.
Yeah, go ahead, Sil. Yeah.
They said that somebody said that Stefanski got hired because our team's soft and we need somebody to put the foot in their ass. I said, yeah.
We don't got a soft team.
Huh?
The personnel on this team is not soft. So you trying to tell me Chris Lindstrom is soft? Jake Matthews
soft? It was definitely the leadership, the coaching staff. It
was the leadership.
Yeah.
And that's
why they all had to go.
Ain't nothing soft about Brendan Dollars and Ruka Roll. Ain't nothing soft about them.
It is nothing soft about it.
Ain't nothing soft about Jeff Ulbrich.
Show hell ain't.
No, you were talking about Raheem. You talking about Raheem?
Yeah.
He said that. Said.
Oh yeah.
He said it's soft.
Oh, softer than some marshmallow.
We got rid of the soft motherfuckers though. That Stefanski went about in here to put his foot in nobody's ass.
We got rid of the motherfuckers who ain't got no backbones.
You got rid of them up. They out of here.
Who ain't gonna fix the problem? Who just gonna let it keep going on?
Coach? I'm more interested in knowing who's gonna be the special teams coach. Not necessarily.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested. But I'm looking at this right now.
Where Rome might be coming over from the Browns, but then you got Browns people who saying that they was trash on special teams.
They said Bubba or the guy named he got a wrestling name. He came from the Chargers.
So the Falcons are going to interview the Cardinals passing game coordinator and wide receivers coach Drew Terrell for their offensive coordinator job.
Drew Terrell?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know too much about Drew Terrell.
I don't know much about him.
Passing dude, because the Cardinals OC, he just got hired in Detroit.
Yeah, he went to Detroit.
He was in Cleveland with Kevin Stefanski before going to the Cardinals to be their OC. So maybe he got a connection with the new guy they finna interview now.
Well, what are you going to Detroit to be?
The OC?
Offensive coordinator.
What?
Because you got to remember, Arizona fired all their people.
Yep.
But why? Okay. They fired everybody. Okay. All right. He was fired. Okay. Now that makes sense. King Treyway say, Blakberry, do you just want them to just say fuck it and give the GM and just give it to Matt Ryan? He already made the decision who's going to. That's what I would rather them do. I would rather them say that Matt Ryan is not only our president of football, but he's also our general manager. I would love that.
Yeah, well, only issue with that is it's about scouting and all that stuff. Can Matt Ryan scout?
He said he ain't doing none of that shit.
Yeah, that's what he said. He ain't gonna be doing scouting.
You know, it's fun. The thing about scouting,
he ain't got time for that. He got a whole family to deal with. He got to spend some time at the fams.
Shut the hell up, Will. That ain't got shit to do with it. What the hell
you got to do with the ice cubes.
Because scouting is 24/7, bro. They scout year round.
Yeah, but you can have a team for scouting. You can have a scout team.
They scout year round. He ain't want to do that.
He ain't got to do it year round. You got it. You can appoint you a team to do that. That's what Terry Fontenot had a scouting team. Even Josh Blank had a scouting team.
You've been team leader before. What do the team do when they got a problem? Who they call them?
The team leader.
Okay, thank you. That's just like being a doctor on call.
But that's
off. You're never off.
That's one of them things, bro. Where people, you could just have your team report back to you things. Like what problems they gonna run in? What problems a scout team gonna run into? Really?
The whole field too cold.
No, anything like if somebody like they really see some kind of talent, but they ain't the only one who looking at this talent. You got to move quickly.
There's
a lot of stuff you can run into.
I had to interpret what it said. Southside. I had to interpret what it said.
Hey, I mean, I need to go to the gym. I can't take part the gym. I need to go.
Brad Mosley in the chat, man. What's up with you, Brad Mosley? Appreciate you for coming through. He got a question for the folks on the panel, man. He say, do you guys think Tyler going? If so, let's bring Nick Chubb back to Georgia.
I ain't thought about it.
I heard it too. I heard it talking about bringing him back.
Nick Chubb gone. He done.
He gonna retire?
He's toast.
Yeah, you can find a running back late in the draft anyway.
I'd rather you go on and get another running back out the draft or something.
Hey, we found Tyler in the 5th round, right?
I want them to go sign Tyler. I want them to go sign Tyler Algier. That's what I want them to priority to go on and get that bus signed up in the thing. Throw him $7 million a year. I give him 10. I go up to 10.
Shit, I give him 11. I give him 3. I give him 33 over 3. Guarantee him 20 and trade him in 2027. I told y'all that's what I would do.
That's your favorite word. Stay trying to trade somebody, man.
You can't keep everybody forever, Will.
We the only team that can't keep nobody. All the other teams can keep their player. We the only team that can't keep nobody.
It's impossible to keep both Tyler and Bijan past 2027.
That's a lie.
It's impossible.
That's a lie.
But
if you got the right players, ain't nothing impossible, dog. Because ain't nobody trying to be all out for themselves.
It ain't just Kyle Pitts that's a free agent either. K. Ellis is also a free agent.
No, they need to sign K. Ellis.
Oh, yeah, they got to sign K. Ellis. And I also think Alford might be a free agent, too.
They're going to franchise tag Kyle Pitts.
They'll franchise tag him. Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
But
because Stefanski is running back, he's like tight end.
There's a reason why he's a free agent. What did he do in Houston? That other back took over the starting role. That other back jumped in front of him.
If Houston would have leaned on the running game more in that game, both Chubb and Moss they could have carried the load in that game, bro.
Oh,
they didn't lean on the running game at all.
They wanted CJ Stroud to go win the game for him. You saw how the fuck that worked out.
Right.
CJ Stroud was just garbage. I kept telling folks that man garbage. Their offensive coordinator made him look good.
That dude
he
was
just garbage.
But CJ Stroud was ass in there. He's what? When I tell you, I'm surprised. Who was on the bench for Houston? Put the bag up because I'd rather just put him in the damn game. If it goes
your boy CJ Stroud did a usher, bro. He said he threw 3 picks the week before and said, "Watch this."
And Mills ain't a bad backup either.
Yeah, because that's who's backup is. Yeah.
That's crazy. Folk were calling for him. They had a little emoji with the long neck to put him in. It's time to put him in. They was calling for Mills, bro. That's crazy.
What's going on with you, Brianna from the Lady Birds at AFN checking in? What's going on, home girl?
What's up, Bree?
Going through. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Brianna, now you got to tell me if you checking in. You got to tell me if y'all gonna be.
They going on at 8. They going on. Yeah, they going on tonight.
Okay, so y'all make sure at 8 o'clock tonight, y'all tuning in to Atlanta Falcon Nation to tune in for the Lady Birds of AFN where the ladies talk ball. And hey, man, it's just something about women knowing what they talking about when it come to that football. It's just something about it. So y'all make sure y'all check them out tonight. But Bree, the link is in the chat if you want to come shoot the shit with us for a little bit. The link is pinned in the chat if you got time. And that's for everybody else too that's watching. If you're not in the chat, but you might want to come on and say your piece on some of the current events that's going on with these Falcons or with the Hawks or with the Dogs. And I don't know if y'all realize, but I've really stayed away from talking about Georgia. Because when I tell you, if Mike Bobo is my offensive coordinator next year, I might not watch no goddamn Georgia games.
Bruh, this sound like 2020 all over again.
Hold on, I ain't gonna let you do it. Because your boy, quarterback, what the damn name is, boy?
Gunnar Stockton.
Gunnar Stockton had wide receivers running wide open. He wasn't seeing, bro. That's not the offensive coordinator fault. We had guys running wide open.
Man, this 2018 to 2020 all over again. We ain't winning shit with Mike Bobo.
We ain't winning a damn thing with Bobo.
Again, what happened with
Mike Bobo didn't put up more points per game than Mike can put up.
But then he win a championship. Munkin got 2 of them things back to back.
What's the difference?
Bobo ain't got shit. Bobo ain't got nothing.
Quarterback. Who was Munkin's quarterback?
It don't matter. Bobo had Carson Beck and Gunnar Stockton and ain't do nothing.
Carson
Beck was just in the national championship. And Beck was just in the national championship.
You just seen what Carson Beck do. He pissed it down his leg every time.
He was in the national championship.
It don't matter if you don't win it. Ain't that's what you said?
Yeah.
That's exactly what you
did
said.
More than what did more than what Gunnar Stockton motherfucking ass
exactly.
did.
I just said Gunnar Stockton is a problem. Stetson Bennett was at quarterback. He went back to back and won back to back. That's the difference.
No, it sounds like the problem is Mike Bobo.
Quarterback.
It
sound like the problem is Mike Bobo. He got more points per game than goddamn Todd Munkin, bro.
It ain't, man.
Folk be blaming Mike Bobo. Y'all ain't watching it. Y'all really ain't watching it. Y'all blaming Mike Bobo.
Game. It's the situations in the game, Will. It's the play calling in situations where it don't make sense the shit that he do. Like, why are you trying to take a shot? Why are you trying to take a shot on third down? Oh, something wrong with that volume?
That is.
He bet.
That is. I hate to say this, but the Fire just hired Mike Bobo as the OC.
You say what?
The Falcons just hired Mike Bobo as
he was trying to get y'all going.
Hey, y'all going. Hey, you ever seen Deshaun got in here today, boy? He just been trying to goddamn hurt my damn nerves.
Mike Bobo, he ain't no good. He ain't no
goddamn good. Mike Bobo ain't got no place on nobody.
You thought folks was mad at Stefanski? You let Mike Bobo come in here as the OC. It's on.
Boy, I don't want Mike Bobo nowhere near my dogs. I sure hell don't want him nowhere near my Falcons. Sure hell don't.
Hey man, Silk out here starting shit today.
Yeah, I might have time. I might have to put his ass in time out or something. How you block a motherfucker over here? Y'all know how to do that? How you block a motherfucker?
Down your boy.
Finna block the hell out of Silk ass.
He on one day.
But hey man, this is I don't understand how y'all can't see how I'm taking pause with this process that we doing in Atlanta, man.
There's no problem with you taking pause, bro. You got the right to do that. No problem with that.
No problem.
Let me put it this way. I don't know how y'all not taking pause.
Well, who say we're not taking pause? We just trusting Matt Ryan. That's what I'm doing.
That's it. That's all.
I love Matt, man, but I don't love him that goddamn much. I haven't seen Matt Ryan do anything that would give me the idea that just because he's the one that's implementing this same concept that he gonna make the concept work. What a proof in that is.
49.
That's what trust is.
That's on the field, Deshaun. That ain't in the front office.
That's what trust is.
That's what I explained. That's what I explained yesterday. That's what I explained yesterday on Let's Be Clear. That's why I explained. This is not about X's and O's. He ain't here to do that no more.
He got a high IQ and a high EQ.
He has to put the right people in the right place now.
I think
It is not his job to do the X's and O's. That's not his job, Deshaun. He said he's not interested in doing those jobs.
Well, I think his first job was to get the head coach. I think he did a good job.
Put a cleaning thing in there with one of them.
That's to be seen. We're gonna see. I hope so. Let me put it this way. I don't think that it's impossible for the GM to come in now, whoever it's gonna be, and to get on the same page with Matt Ryan and Kevin Stefanski. I don't think that's impossible. I do think you can accomplish that. The problem I'm having is this concept ain't worked for us before, and it's looking way too familiar to a failing effort. If we was really making changes in the front office, if we was making real changes, then we wouldn't have did it this way. At least if Matt Ryan is calling these shots that a GM would usually make with coaching hires, at least if he's going to do that, just make him a GM. Just make him a GM. You've already said that Beatles is going to continue.
No, because then folks going to complain like you're doing right now.
So
he's GM, man.
They gonna complain because he hired the GM and the head coach. So what's the matter?
They gonna complain. So you do that.
So what's the difference? What's the difference? You already said Beatles is going to continue to assume the operation side of the game. So that means when give him a scout, let Matt Ryan hire him a scout team. Josh Blank had a scout team. He can continue to use Josh Blank to be a scout team. But although I do think and this ain't confirmed yet, but I do think the plan is for Josh Blank, if not this year, next year, to go understudy under somebody else on somebody else's front office for a little bit, and then he gonna come back.
I'm glad a lot of people don't like Stefanski because really you ain't but like your coach anyway. But respect him, but not like him. I don't want to coach no buddy coach and everything. I want a coach that be frowning up on the side and doing his job. I don't want anybody all in the face and hugging, kissing babies and all that. No, I don't like my coach. I respect him.
You're not supposed to like the coach. Just respect him.
Yeah.
Deshaun, what the fuck is you saying today?
I'm saying like this. Everybody, oh, you popular. He popular. I love my coach. You don't even know the motherfucker. I understand. He might be. Just say he a good coach and you respect him. You don't have to like him. As long as he's doing his job, let him do his job. It like this. I had a boss before. I couldn't stand his ass, by respecting him. And as long as he give me the D that I wanted, I'm good.
D. Sloan say Matt Ryan knows how to win, and with ways he's picking these position shows doing something different is thinking outside the box. To get the results we're expecting, just know Matt Ryan is working.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And that also go back to what Matt said during his press conference. When he was on TV for those 2 years, he got a chance to go look at all the front offices. He got the chance to see behind the scenes on how they running these teams and these franchises. He was able to talk to certain people he wouldn't be able to talk to if he was a part of the franchise. Like, he got to learn over these 2 years besides just being on TV.
And then what's his name? The general manager for Chicago was working with Matt already.
They friends. They played together at Boston College.
But I heard somewhere that they were working. He was getting Matt ready for his position anyway.
Well, y'all don't even know when y'all proving my damn point. Southside, Blakberry, Matty isn't making decisions by himself. He's never been a president before. He has help. It's a collective job. Y'all don't even know when you making my damn point. So just making the damn general manager. Just making the damn GM. We following trends, right? The trending thing is for these former players with their franchises to get these front office positions. For Atlanta, we skipped right over GM, skipped right over vice president, went straight to president. So just making a damn GM.
I think Matt did make that decision by himself. I don't think nobody helped him.
No, he absolutely had help with his decision making.
They might have picked out the candidate, but he made the choice.
No, they didn't have to pick it out for him. They already said that him and Beatles will be collaborating together with making decisions on these hires. That was already said in the press conference. So Beatles been around. He been in the front office for too long not to have some input. He got some input. He might not have the final say so on the grass stuff, with the football, with the hires. He might not have the final say, but he definitely was helping Matt along with the. Matt even said it. Matt said, "Hell, the damn man had been up for days trying talking on the phone, making calls and helping out, get contacts put together and shit." So,
what I'm saying, Matt had the final last say.
Yeah, he got the last say because he's supposed to with that position. The president of anything has to sign off on almost everything that they're responsible for, everything they oversee.
Bree. Hey, Bree.
Hey, I was gonna hop on for a little.
Oh, Bree in here?
Yeah. Added me. You for me.
Bree, so I'm the one added you, not my bad.
You good.
They Sean been pissing me off all damn afternoon. So my damn brain is cloudy right now.
I be on his side. I said I like his hat.
No, you didn't, you fucking liar. You didn't compliment me at all today. What's up with you, Bree? Bree, first of all, welcome. But I think it's your first time. This your first time coming on Fan Speak, ain't it?
Yeah, one of my other former Ladybirds said that she was on your show earlier to support. So I just came over and I saw y'all talking Falcon football. So
yes,
in for a little bit before we get online later on tonight.
So give me your take real quick on the on what you think is going to happen from this point out with the GM situation and the OC situation.
Well, first and foremost, in my opinion, I would have liked to wait to get Matt Ryan in office. We already knew we were going to hire him before we fired Terry. I would have liked to hear his input on how he felt about Terry. Because part of me feel like he might have felt like, yeah, the one situation he messed up on was the quarterback, but the plan made sense. The plan just wasn't executed due to unforeseen circumstances. Hence the injury with Kurt last season. Hence having to start Penix earlier than it was planned. So, and then also, I didn't agree totally. One, signing a veteran quarterback for all that money. I was never in agreement to that. But I would have liked to just at least take his temperature on how he felt in reference to Terry doing his job. And then I would have let him, in a sense, make the decision to keep Terry or to let Terry go. I wouldn't have put him in a situation where he has to find one, a head coach and a GM. And then two, I didn't understand why it was kind of done backwards. There was no team in a rush to get a head coach besides one team, and we already knew that Harbaugh was going to the Giants. So I don't understand why we were in such a rush to get a head coach before we got a GM, because according to their theory with this vision that they apparently did not realize that they did not have until a hiring firm or whatever type of firm they had made light of the situation, they had no true vision / identity. So in that sense, that needed to be the main point. And then second, it should have started from president, GM, if you all are working together, and then kind of head coach. But then I guess they were trying to get Harbaugh in a sense, because in a way that he wanted to pick his own GM type of thing. But I understand that was not the structure that is in Atlanta, possibly versus the structure in New York with the Giants. So I don't know. It's just kind of, in a sense, the way they're doing things definitely is kind of backwards to me. In a way, we're kind of going back to the old ways of how we're hiring and in the order we're hiring. But the structure makes sense. I just don't like how they're going about it.
Well, Bree, the reason they had
exactly, Bree. My sentiments exactly.
First off, it definitely was competition at coaching. It was.
But who was definitely. Okay, so besides Harbaugh,
the Titans was coming. The Titans was coming to get Stefanski. They had an in-person interview for Stefanski before the Falcon. Then the Falcon jumped over them.
So, and
but who else?
Ain't no so if he the top 3 on your board, you go get your man.
Who was the second one?
We all know John Harbaugh, who was never coming here.
That was number one.
Clint Kubiak probably told them that he got another job in mind. It's other jobs out there better than the Falcons.
But
it came out. It had came out. Besides John Harbaugh, the Falcons' top 3 choices was Stefanski, Hafley, and Mentor.
Go ahead, Bree. Respond.
The sense that everybody, and I understand why everybody wants Kubiak, is evident. Everybody wants him. But I always said, if we were being put in a position where we had to hire another head coach, I did not want somebody fresh coming off of offense being a head coach, fresh coming off of defense being a head coach. I wanted someone to had that type of experience at the head coach position to make executive decisions. If we go back and look based off of last year and this year, a lot of the games that should have been won were definitely lost based off of head coaching decisions, hence play calling, hence time management.
Agreed.
So, that's what everybody said. They wanted an experienced head coach.
That was my
first. So what's
choice.
the problem? What's the problem with them hiring Stefanski? Because if you're
the problem is how he treated Shador and how
there we go.
Treated
there
Shador.
we go.
And we had
before we unpack
that, we don't. Okay. Hold up, Blakberry. It's been report coming out of Cleveland that it wasn't him, it was the front office that ran that quarterback situation bad down into the ground the last 2 years. That's why they fell off. It came out and saying he didn't want Deshaun Watson. He didn't want Deshaun Watson. They forced Deshaun Watson on them.
Right.
And they traded away all their assets.
But before we finish unpacking that,
you giving this man $230 million guaranteed plus 3 first-round picks. How can you build a team around that?
But we were going to do that as well. We were one of the top contenders.
We wasn't doing that. We weren't giving him no $230.
But
that one thing the Falcons not doing.
Wait a minute though. Before we finish unpacking that, Big Will, let's go back to something you just said not just a minute ago.
Okay. What?
You just said if you I'm going to paraphrase that we could have missed out on getting Stefanski because another team was looking at him too, right? Tennessee and Miami, they was looking at
other team. He had 5 other interviews.
Okay. And then after that, you said there were better job opportunities than Atlanta's.
It is.
And that's your opinion, right?
That's what was going around the national media.
Now,
because the only thing they kept pointing to, they keep pointing to Michael Penix being hurt. So they think we don't have a quarterback here. So they keep pointing back to that.
Okay, but what I talked about yesterday was the fear of losing, the fear of missing out. That's why I said that this hire was eager. It was an eager hire because they did not think that they were the most attractive job out there, which means they did not trust their pool game. Remember back in the day, that's what it was. No, that's what it was. They didn't trust their pool game. They didn't trust their pool game. When we was young and we went to the mall, remember how we used to play that game to see who can get the most numbers?
But she got to want you too, bro.
Did you doubt yourself? But going in, did you doubt yourself so much where you just say, I'm gonna let them play. I ain't even gonna try to get nobody.
You can't say that.
I ain't even gonna try to get. I'm just gonna pretend like I was uninterested. I'm gonna pretend like I was uninterested.
13 coaches, so you can't say they were scared. They the prototypical.
They didn't trust their pool game.
13 people.
I think they trust the pool game. For you to be having Harbaugh as your first head coach, that spoke volumes in itself. For him to want to come to Atlanta with the situation we have at hand, and that was a 40-60% that he would come to Atlanta versus the Giants, I think that spoke volumes to other coaches too. So I don't want to say I don't think in reference to all the teams that had head coach vacancies, I could say Atlanta definitely is the number 2 on the list compared to other tems based off of the talent. And I'm not just talking about the head. And that's why he just said
though, Bree. What Will just said though, Bree, make it sound like the Falcons didn't trust their pool game.
No.
Because they was eager to get this hire done before somebody else.
The first thing I told you when we first started this argument, I said it's just like we doing draft. You got your board on the draft board. You got your top players who you want. If that man is on the board, you go get him.
True. You don't sit around and wait.
You don't sit there and wait and hope he gonna still be there.
What I talked about yesterday, I quoted Ralph Waldo Emerson. Y'all know who Ralph Waldo Emerson is? He a philosopher, and his main philosophy is learning from nature. That's his main philosophy, because nature always seems to correct itself, and anything that's meant to be in nature will be, regardless of how slow the process is.
What did Bruce Lee
say? Hold on, wait a minute. And water is nature. Water is nature. Duh.
Water can be.
Water is nature. Water can be. Water is nature.
Water can be warm. Calm. Be like water. So we was rapid.
Listen. That's Ralph Waldo Emerson's philosophy. It's still, and I think about what it say in the word about you find answers and you find reflection when you're still, when you be still. And a lot of times, big corporations, big companies, And people that's just very successful. A lot of times what we do is we know that if we don't make it happen when we want it to happen, it's probably not gonna happen. That works out. Hold on, bro. That works out for us a lot until times present themselves. Well, it might be smarter to be still. Let that other door open up and see what's possible. Like Bree said, if other teams were just as eager, somebody would have made them an offer.
But why you saying that they wanted him?
No, what you're not understanding is I don't care if they wanted him. It's about maximizing your opportunities. You didn't maximize your opportunity because you was too eager to get this hire from the fear of missing out.
What's the reason for the second interview, Blakberry?
Because you was eager.
On the second interview?
Because you was
eager. They say don't let them get out the building. That's what teams do when they set up the second interview. Their main goal is to not let that coach get out the building.
That's redundant.
That's what they set it up for.
That second interview was done at Arthur Blank's house, by the way, when he cooked the steak dinner, and that's when they wrote the end.
Yeah. And Tennessee was in hell on the Falcons on the interview, bro.
That's redundant
Tennessee
to my point.
Tennessee was not gonna let him get up out the house. If you want your guy, go get him.
That's redundant to my point.
They wanted him. They got him. The end.
That's redundant to my point.
I think he wanted. Did you want if you still had options on the table? You should have given more opportunities of other coaches a second interview. In my opinion, I would have did a second round with the first rounders and kind of really honed in before I made a decision. And if he really wanted to come to Atlanta, he would have waited out. I don't think he would have.
No, you don't hope he wait out.
Well, no. I'm just saying, if he wanted to come to Atlanta, you come to Atlanta. I would have think if I give you a second interview, if you're interested, cool. But in a sense, if you go to Tennessee and get an interview, you still make your mind up. That's what Harbaugh did. He already had in his mind, in a sense, where he wanted to go. Atlanta was one, and the Giants was other. But he took it in consideration, and he interviewed with other places.
He came to Atlanta and Tennessee.
That's the point.
He came here.
That's the point.
So what's the problem?
Why not wait? Why not wait to see if another opportunity could present itself? Maximize your opportunities. If he's meant for the Falcons, he would have came to the Falcons regardless.
So if you got a job interview right now, Blakberry, and they got 5 more interviews after you, they finna wait on you, and you got 2 more other drivers that's same.
They don't have to wait on me. I gotta wait on them. They don't have to wait on me.
But if you both want, why should you wait?
If your resume and your interview good, they're gonna give you the job right then and there. If your resume and your interview good, you're gonna get the job right then and there. They're gonna say fuck them other interviews.
Right
there.
Not
all interviews. Hold on. I interviewed very well for my job, and I had to wait. And they told me that I had an opportunity to get back with them in the X amount of days if I wanted to accept the position or not.
So that means it was already yours. It was already yours.
It was already mine, but I didn't take the job because I had time to reflect.
Exactly.
And I declined the contract.
And that's why the fear of loss. That's what the fear of loss is. And that's what the Falcons will afraid
coaches, it ain't about being fear of loss. It's about being smart, Blakberry. Come on now.
That's not being smart.
They can decline this job. Well, they don't have to take it. We could have had Clint Kubiak as our number 1. He could have said, "No, I don't want to come there." Then we sitting there with our dick in our hand.
What's so hard to understand?
My bad, y'all.
What's so hard to understand? What's so hard to understand? If you trust your pool game, you know that you're supposed to make it seem as though that person need the job more than the job need them.
But it's a difference about needing a job. If you got 6 other people after you, what makes you think you need this job?
Who else offered him a job?
He had 5 more interviews.
Those are interviews. Those are not job offers.
These are second interviews.
Those are interviews, not job offers.
In the NFL, second interviews are just like job offers,
How many coaches did we do second round? How many coaches did we do second rounds with when we was looking for a head coach before Raheem Morris was hired?
I don't know
Did
because
we
nobody
even do
had
a
Raheem
second
Morris on the
round?
board.
We did a
Nobody
handful
had.
of second round interviews.
But why you don't understand? If they wanted him and he wanted them, it's a done deal. He ain't got what. Why you gotta keep running around when you already got what you want? It
But
don't make no sense.
the real question is he really what they wanted? Did they just
Yes,
get
that's
him
why you
just to
pick
get
him.
him?
That's
Okay.
why they jumped up the interview board because he who they
Man,
wanted.
you don't keep nobody steak dinner if you don't want them.
Okay. I personally would have gave a couple other people second interviews. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't have
They didn't
just
want
offered
nobody.
one person a second interview. But in
Stop
a
Bree,
saying that,
they,
they son. You don't fucking know
No,
that,
they
bro.
hold up.
no,
To
You
Bree
don't know
point,
that.
they had other second interviews behind
they
him.
had.
They
Yeah.
just they hey he spoke that good game. They locked him up at the dinner table. That's just
They
what it
had the
That's
was.
why
DC of
he
Green
steak
Bay
dinner.
set up for a second interview, and
part
they
of me
had the
still
DC for the Chargers
All
set up
right, so
for a
let's do
second
this.
interview.
So let's do this. Let's do this. What we gonna go around the board with this? What do you think the selling point, the sale point was? What do you think the sale point was for Stefanski in his second round interview? We'll start that. We'll start with you, Bree. What do you think his sale point was, and what you think he
I told
sold
you
it on?
what I told you head coach experience was my selling point. And that was in itself. I can't think of anything else besides that he had head coach experience because everybody else was DC offensive coordinators, correct? These people
Mm-hmm.
will be coming in as new coaches. Besides McDaniel, he's been a head coach for what?
Besides McDaniel, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what he told the folks. Because from what I'm hearing about him, and I don't know him like that, but everything I've been hearing is I've been hearing more bad than good. And I've been seeing more bad reactions than good. So I'm learning about him as I go. I can't tell you what the selling point is because Raheem talked a good talk and look what happened.
Let me
So
let
I
me
don't
ask you
know.
something, Bree. Were you hearing these from people outside of Atlanta?
Outside of Atlanta in reference to fans, in reference to
Inside
players.
and out, yes.
No, she asking a question. She didn't answer the question. Was you hearing it outside of Atlanta about Stefanski?
I've heard bad things about Stefanski from people that were post Brown fans. I in reference to the analysts, I didn't hear any bad thing besides the Shador
That's what
situation.
I'm saying. It's been all good coming out these analysts
No,
Like
it
and
ain't
the
been all
NFL
good.
people.
No, the hell it
The
ain't.
NFL,
like for
you
instance,
heard something from Skip Bayless. That's it. If it is Skip Bayless say something bad, we good. We good.
the
If
guy
Skip say
named
something bad, we good.
was it his name is Kyle from Good Morning Football. When he got fired, he was like, "Thank God." I know that's like one thing that Stefanski is probably even more excited that he got fired than he had to have another year in Cleveland. And he
Well,
said
that's
Right.
that's
Because
the
probably
thing.
one of the best.
Cleveland is a cesspool. That's why he said
Yeah.
that. Yes.
hmm
She talking
And
about
All
he
right.
Kyle
had
Brandt.
little to nothing to work with in that situation. And, I would think about going to a team that has more talent and more that you can work with what he's had, the type of success he's had. If he's been put in a better position as a head coach for another team, he will have more success. And Atlanta was one of his top choices that he would think he would come to.
All right, so what you
Okay.
think the selling point was in the interview?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay.
Because
Mine
it was
is
team morale. Because the players, that's a whole nother topic for discussion. The players are not happy. I can tell you that. I've done my research digging. Not one player besides your quarterback, Jesse Bates, and I can't remember who the third player was off the top of my
uh,
mind. I
uh,
think.
uh,
Okay, I got something. I think the selling point
uh,
was. I think the selling point was that he was willing to work with Obrich. He was not going to be changing his defensive coordinator. That's my selling point.
Okay, that's an interesting. That's interesting. How about you,
That's a
Sil?
good one. That's a good one.
okay. Mine is uh, head coach experience, keeping Aldrich. Um, his play calling and the people he bringing in.
Who done brought in beside Callahan to be the offensive line coach?
Which they not happy about, by the way. Offensive linemen are pissed off.
Yeah, because that you didn't keep Dwayne Leffel,
Yep.
who's been a very sound
Hold up, they haven't said part of
But
this
Callahan is
Dwayne
way
Leffel
better
fired yet.
than
They
Leffel.
haven't said Dwayne Leffel. They could do like a offensive line
No,
coach. They can do that.
man, get the
Dwayne
fuck out of
Leffel
here,
gone,
Will.
big Will.
How about
Bro,
Dwayne
Test Boy?
Leffel
Go
gone.
ahead.
You
Go ahead,
never seen
Test
them
Boy.
do
What you
code
think the
nothing.
sell point was?
No, don't skip past that. You never seen them do code nothing. You
I
never
ain't
seen a
seen
team do code nothing.
I ain't never seen offensive line
question,
coach.
bro. Have you
I
ever
ain't never
seen?
seen an offensive line coach with the success that Dwayne Leffel done had with an offensive line, except the demotion and say we gonna share the offensive line together. Get the
Bill
fuck out of here,
Callahan
bro.
not a better offensive line coach
Man,
than
get the hell out of here.
Leffler?
Go
Are you
Test
saying
Boy. What you got
no?
on
Are
that,
you
man?
saying Bill
Man, I'm
Callahan
not. That
not a
shit
better
stupid. I'm
coach
not
than Leffler?
answering that shit. That shit
Come on with the
stupid.
joke. You playing that? That's a Hall of Fame coach, bro.
I don't give a
Hall
fuck.
of Fame coach.
Dwayne Leffel done had ultimate success with this offensive line. This been a
He
top
have.
5 offensive line since he
But
took it over.
if you got a Hall of Fame offensive line coach, you got a chance to get. You wouldn't take that leap.
If I don't need him, I
Come on
got
with the joke.
Probably brought in Bill Callahan
Dwayne
to get
Leffel
away
doing
from the
the
wide
job
zone
just
scheme.
fine.
Come on with the joke. He run a
Judge Test
different
Boy,
scheme.
come on,
He
Judge
run a
Test Boy.
different scheme.
Nah, we
Blackberry.
got to move on. Judge Test Boy, go ahead. What
Nah,
you
don't
think
try
the
to
selling
move
point
on when
was?
you don't agree with
Nah,
the point.
we moving the hell
Don't try
on.
to move when you don't
That
agree with
shit's
the point.
stupid. That shit's
No,
stupid
it
as
ain't
hell.
stupid.
Go
It's a
ahead,
different
Judge Test
scheme.
Boy.
What you talking about?
Man, get out of here. Get out of here. Judge Test Boy, what you think the selling point was?
I think it was being an experienced offensive minded head coach and keeping Obert. Like I think those were the selling points.
Don't understand.
And him actually being a part of the West Coast scheme and going back to a zone blocking scheme. Because like Stefanski run a zone blocking scheme when it comes to running, and they can run a gap scheme when it comes to running the ball. So I think just going back to an official West Coast offense and somebody who know how to run the offense. And I feel like him being under the Kubiak tree and Kubiak, who we all want, was under him. I think that was another selling point.
Yeah, Kubiak was under him.
Under who?
Under
Stefanski. Because Stefanski was under his dad.
You saying you think that was a selling point in the interview?
Him being a part of the West Coast offense, like him knowing the West Coast offense, being an integral component of the West Coast offense. His offense is built off of West Coast offense, heavy play action. You bringing in Clint.
So you think Stefanski brought that up in the interview that somebody that could be a potential
No. I'm just saying his background. I'm just saying for his background.
I'm just asking what you think the selling point was in the interview.
An experienced head coach. I got experience in the West Coast offense. I'm an experienced offensive minded head coach, and I'm gonna keep Jeff Obert.
Okay. The Jeff Obert one is very interesting. I give y'all that. What about you, 3 Daddy? You've been very quiet.
Oh yeah, I came in late, man, so I've just been kind of listening.
Y'all see how Duddy be lying? Duddy, that's a lie.
What?
You've been in here for a long time.
Yeah, but I came in late though. I think he had already started like 35 minutes.
Oh, okay. I ain't mean to call you a liar. My bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you slide.
I straight up called you a liar, just.
You sure did, man.
It sounded like a fucking lie. I'm just telling you that. Though. Go ahead.
You'll learn, man. I don't have no reason to lie, bro.
He meant that shit, 3 Dirt. Don't believe it. He meant that word.
Hey, man, I know that. I know, but it's all
Blakberry
good, man. You know one thing about when somebody call you a lie, if the truth is out there, you ain't got to argue with them. The truth.
He been in here a long time, though, y'all. He been in here for a long time. He just ain't been saying nothing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but it was about 35 minutes. Y'all had already started, so I didn't want to just jump in and
okay,
because I had to kind of catch up. But anyway,
I'm kind of 30 minutes to get started, just so Will can get all the damn noise out the background. The truck be going, the dogs
I didn't hear all that.
Sirens be going off. Not today though, but usually that's what I'm saying.
Usually. I'm still kind of confused with this why they jumped out there like that, right?
Well,
and pick
I
this
just
guy up.
I just want to know the selling point. What you think?
Okay, I'm just letting you know. So my answer is not going to be as solid as the other two. I think that he probably agreed that he'll work with Aubrey. And just what he had on his resume at the time versus what other things that were going on about who they were going to be able to interview after that. I think the selling point also was kind of at that point of who was going where and some stuff that Matt Ryan knew that we didn't know about the other candidates. So,
okay,
but I don't think he really had to come in and impress them guys at this point.
That don't sound good. I'm sorry. That does not sound good.
I'm just telling you the way I see it.
That's true.
I don't like I've been in that environment. I told you my background, man. I can see that. He kind of caught him with his pants down, bro. Because just like you said about the general manager thing, the structure. I'm still on that structure. They got caught. They just got caught with the pants down, man.
Got caught being vulnerable.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They were vulnerable, man.
I can't wait till his introduction to answer a lot of these questions, but y'all killing me.
Big Will, you want to answer this question?
Yeah, come on, Big Will.
What you think the selling point was for Stefanski in that second round? Yeah, he might be. I think he out there on the block.
Say what now?
What you think the selling point was?
Well, we know Arthur Blank wanted to keep the DC for sure. He said he wasn't gonna recommend. I mean, he wasn't gonna make them, but he gonna highly recommend, which means you got to take this defensive coordinator. And I think he came with a plan. That's the main thing Mike Ryan was talking about. A clear vision and a plan, and I think he provided that to them.
And what you think that was? Because he got to tell them what it was. So what you think it was?
What I think it was, he probably gave him a good little lineup who he see himself hiring as like offensive coordinator, everything. He probably told them he gonna call plays.
Okay.
He probably hit him up with saying, I believe I can build something with this quarterback. With Michael Penny Jr. I can build something with Michael Penny Jr. I see talent in him. He probably did his research on the quarterback or whatever. And he probably told him, I could provide variety.
We forgot.
I'm not pistol boy. I'm not make a way man. I'm gonna provide variety. And let's not joke. It also go along with like, because Matt Ryan know him. We not can't get around with that. We can't go around that.
Kirk Cousins
It's a buddy system in the NFL anyway. We can't go around that.
And what did I say? What did I tell? Well, remember when you did everything? When you did everything Atlanta Sport, what was that? The week before or last week?
Last week.
What did I tell fans in the chat? I said, what y'all need to do? I said, y'all need to do less thinking about what you want and more thinking about what Matt Ryan might want.
Right. And we also got to trust that Matt Ryan did his homework and really put the tough questions on Stefanski.
And when you think about it, we got
to trust that he did his job, bro.
His first move as president, Matt Ryan made sure, let me get an offensive-minded head coach in here because I'm not going to allow my quarterback to go through the same thing that I went through most of my career. A new OC every 2 years.
Through Arthur Smith and got done Raheem Morris, quarterback. They failed the quarterback.
Both. Yep.
Oh, wait a minute.
We didn't talk about Kirk Cousins. He got a connection with Kirk Cousins, so that
it ain't. Because I'm not leaning it on Kirk Cousins. Because you ain't leaning your career
we don't
on
have a
Kirk
quarterback.
Cousins. He got 2 years left in his career.
Hold on now.
We don't have a quarterback. So
hold on, wait a
minute. Do we even know if Kirk Cousins gonna be here?
He got 2 years at best in his career, bro. Come on.
Whoa. You trying to tell me out of everything y'all just said the selling point could be?
That was not one of them.
Strongest one of them all.
One of them. No.
That the strongest one of them all shouldn't be that he's already had a successful offense in Minnesota with Kirk Cousins. Well, Kirk
They
Cousins
already restructured Kirk. They already restructured Kirk.
They restructured Kirk that looks to make it look like he can be moved off of the books after 2026, not before.
Make it look like that's what it's gonna be.
But you gotta release him before March. Listen, you have to release him before March 13th of this year. If he on the team by March 13th of this year,
you only gotta pay him $22.5. The cap, the dead cap is $22.5. Next year he getting like $70-some million.
60 mil.
So the restructure is not for him to be put up. It's not meant for him to get put off the books in 2026. It's in 2027. That's why I said.
But you got to push him off in 2026 to get him off the books in 2027.
No, you don't. You can push him off the books.
Yes, you do.
You can push him off. You can push him off of the books before June 1st of 2027 to get him off the books for 2027.
But in order to not get that $70 million cap hit, you got to do it before March 13th.
You
got to do it before the league year start.
That $70 million, if you go back and look at it, Blakberry, the $70 million is guaranteed if he's on that after March 13th. That is guaranteed.
If he's on this team when the league year start, he get that $70 million guaranteed.
No, he out of guaranteed money.
They just restructured it. That's what made it. If he's on the roster after March 13th, that becomes his guaranteed money. Go look at it. Go relook at it. It's gonna show it. They told you that when he did it.
I didn't see the numbers, but they did say that restructure would jack that guaranteed money up after next season. So
the cap savings, if he's cut prior to June 1st, is $77.9. He'll only the dead money would be $12,500,000. Y'all got to know how to read the shit. If you cut him before June 1st, the savings you save $77.9, almost $78 million. I'm looking right at it on over the cap. Now for 2026, if you cut him before June 1st, you're gonna be in the negative $10 million folk. And the dead money will be $35 million.
So is that what you're looking at, showing the restructure?
Yes, this is the new contract. This is the new restructure on over the cap. They updated it already. I'm telling you, this restructure is not designed for him to be put off the books in 2026. Look, bro, you just look at it. It's on.
I hear what you're saying about over the cap.
I share the screen. I share the screen with you. Look, this it right here.
The Falcons have reduced his 2026 base salary from $35 million to $2.1 million and moved $32.9 million into 2027, creating $67.9 million vesting guaranteed that will activate on March 13th, 2026. If Cousins remains on the roster by March 13th, the $67.9 million will lock in for his 2027 season, making it a critical date for the team's decision.
And it say this is saying the same thing. If you cut him prior to June 1st in 2027,
but if you cut him before March 13th, that $70 million ain't guaranteed.
But that's because it's guaranteed to him. That means somebody else got to take it on. If you trade him, somebody who doing all that. If you trade him, somebody else take on that debt, take on that hit.
The restructuring allows the Falcons to maintain flexibility in their salary cap, but potentially allowing them to move on from Cousins before the vesting date of March 13th.
I already said that, but that's not.
You can put it up.
I'm on the chat with my phone, but I'm reading it off my laptop.
What's wrong with this thing?
Hold on. I got you. Hold on.
Look, bro.
I think they also trying to play mind games with Baker Mayfield too. The Death Star contender really in the South. And he worked with him in
It's right here, bro. It's right here. You can cut him. This 2027. It's right here.
But if you cut him by March 13th, you ain't got to worry about 2027.
Same thing.
But we ain't waiting until June 1st if he gonna get cut by March 13th of this year.
No, you don't have to wait till you can do it before March of next year. You don't have to do it this year.
He got to do it by March 13th of 2026. That's 2 months away.
Bro, it's right here. It's right on over the cap. I'm looking right at it. I'm showing it to you.
So are you should be looking at 2026 tab and not 27 tab?
No, you want to look at 2027 because if you look at 2026, it's gonna show you the dead and the savings for 2026. That's all they worried about is what the cap gonna look like with him being cut in 2026 or traded in 2026. But what I'm telling
that's
them
what
is,
you need to look at. That's
no,
what
you
we talking
don't.
about.
Y'all, that's
March,
because y'all don't want Kirk Cousins no more. That's
this
because
year,
you don't want Kirk Cousins. But if you
listen,
look at
Blackberry,
it, it's designed.
Go to 26. Go to 26.
Why?
And look, if
For
he cut, it gonna explain it. Go to 26.
Bro, it's right here. It's right here, bro. It's right here. It's right here.
We can't see it. It's too small. I'm on my phone. I ain't on no laptop.
Hold on. Let me blow it up for you. All right. If you cut them before June 1st, look, you in the negative 10-4. The dead money is 35 mil. If you trade him, if he waives no trade, hold on, that's post. If you trade him before June 1st, you still in the negative. You're gonna have to pay him. The dead money is 25 mil. And yes, whoever take on that contract will take on 2027. But why would they do that and still be in the negative? It don't make sense. Y'all just thinking this way because you don't want Kirk Cousins no more.
No, I'm thinking this way because I'm seeing that they moved 32.9 million to 2027.
But
we thinking that way because what they said. What they said.
It don't matter.
That 67.9 is guaranteed if he's on the Atlanta Falcons on March 13th, 2026.
Look, bro, it's right here. What? I don't know what the hell you reading. It's right here. If you cut them before June 1st, you save 77.9.
Ain't March 13th before June 1st?
Yes, March 13th of 2027. You see 2027 highlighted right here? 2027.
Is there a tab that shows March instead of the tab that shows June?
Is there another scope to look at?
They don't have a March.
Go to another. Who else do cap?
Because March don't matter. March don't matter. I'm looking at it right here. June 1st is all that matters. June 1st. If you cut him before June 1st, you save 77.9.
Can I ask a question? Will it matter if you go to 2026 and look at that same tab? Will it show March what they're asking?
No, because March don't matter. March means nothing.
March is not showing. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, March means nothing. March don't mean a goddamn thing.
They just
it's about what they do.
So what was the whole point of them saying that Kirk Cousins needs to be released before March 13th?
March is the league's new year.
That's
when the year start for the NFL, March.
But I think this was all designed prior to who we hired. I think the restructure was to possibly get him off the team based off of who we got. But who we got had a connection. So based off who we got, we might have to stick with him due to the plan is to play Penix when he back. So you can't play him at the beginning of the season. We already know he's not going to be ready for the beginning of the season. So who's going to fill the shoes? In my mind, as much as I don't want Kirk Cousins here, it makes sense to keep him. You got familiarity with him. What D-Led is talking about, D-Led saying that there was some tension with the wide receivers because they rather had your boy Kurt than your boy Penix. So I don't know. I don't know.
All I know is this. I don't see anything that he did in Cleveland that would suggest that if Kirk Cousins isn't the main reason for you bringing him in here, I don't see no other reason for thinking Stefanski gonna come in here and be this offensive mind that's gonna make these great changes to this offense.
Who you think was calling the plays in 2020?
I think Stefanski was. I think I did read he was calling the plays. I think
he was the play caller.
Got there. Yeah,
and they made it to the playoff and won a playoff game against Pittsburgh.
Is he gonna be calling the plays here?
You know he gonna have to be calling the play, bro.
What they said that is?
We don't know that yet until the press conference, dog, for sure. But he got to be told he gonna call plays.
So
bro.
If you hear that he not gonna, if you hear that whoever the OC come in here gonna be, if you hear that Stefanski gonna let the OC run the offense, what's gonna be your take on it?
Hey, I trust Matt Ryan. I'm stuck at I trust Matt Ryan. I'm just gonna wait and see.
But is that a Matt Ryan decision though? That's a head coach decision.
Yes, this is definitely a Matt Ryan hire. This coach is Matt Ryan.
No, she's talking about the decision for him.
No, it's not gonna be the decision who his offensive coordinator is. He's gonna let the coaches do what he do.
No, you said it'll make a difference if Stefanski's not calling the plays.
No, it don't matter if he calling or not. I'm trusting Matt Ryan with his hire that he did his homework. That's what I'm trusting.
Okay.
So,
if he determined that he want to be more of a CEO this time, okay, fine with me. Your offensive coordinator better be fine. He better be fine. I will say that, Blakberry. I will say that it better be. It better be fine. Calling plays. I don't. Mike McDaniel. If you don't get a head coaching job, Mike McDaniel. I'm answering it. Mike McDaniel. If he don't get a head coaching job, I see that he's very creative in his play calling, and he runs the West Coast offense. So I would say Mike McDaniel.
Now, what about Brian Callahan? Because you just told me today that Brian Callahan.
He ran the good one in Cincinnati. He ran good offense in Cincinnati. He run that Cincinnati offense up there. They run West Coast too. Also in Minnesota, they run the West Coast offense. So I wouldn't be mad.
My bad. Go ahead. Finish up.
I was done. I wouldn't be mad with that if they hired Brian, the son of Bill. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it.
Can I tell you what I would, me personally, if I could see where Stefanski handled adversity well, I wouldn't have the trepidation. What's the word? Transgressions. I wouldn't have these transgressions.
He didn't have that birthday in 2020.
Hold on. Let me ask you something.
No, he didn't have that. What was the adversity? He was the.
Let me ask you something.
In 18 years.
He changed their record. What was their record?
No, do you know what adversity is?
Adversity, when you come up with something, you make it better.
No, that's not adversity.
No.
Adversity is when things are disrupted from what your initial plan is. Things are being disrupted.
Hence,
how do you
Raheem
recover?
Moore is not firing your boy offensive coordinator when he needed to fire him. That's what he's talking about.
Well, he ain't
necessary changes when they need to be made.
I'm a counter that with you, Blakberry. What was the last successful head coach in the Browns history?
Oh shit! Did Jim Brown? When that last? Did Jim Brown win a championship with? Yeah, he won a championship with the Browns.
Kevin Stefanski and Bill Belichick are the most successful coaches in Browns history.
Bill Belichick ain't winning no championship with the Browns.
No, except for
they had the most success.
The Browns ain't got no championship. They one of the 12 that don't have a championship.
Oh, okay. Hold on. So Jim Brown didn't win no championship.
When he played, no, he didn't play with the Browns and win it. They always get traded. They always get traded. They had so many good running backs that they're traded out.
Okay.
But what I'm saying
What's your
is,
point?
him and Bill Belichick are the highest winning coaches in Bill and goddamn Brown's history, and they both got losing records. So what do that tell you?
That they both had losing records in Cleveland.
That the
No,
Brown
they
is
were
a
saying
goddamn
based off of the organization is the
the
reason.
Brown is a suck ass
That's
organization, bro.
the
If
common
these two are your
denominator.
highest winning coaches and they both got
All
losing
right.
records,
Okay.
you're
But
come on, bro.
what that got to do with me saying the adversity and how it's handled?
Hold on, he said the Browns got a championship. I gotta look that up.
That's what I'm saying. I could have swore Jim Brown won a championship, bro. Am I crazy? Or was I watching a movie? Because I know he was in some movie. He was in a lot of fucking movies. What my phone is? I threw my phone because it was going out earlier. And I think that maybe it was before the merger.
No, they said they have 0
Won a
Super Bowls.
championship with Cleveland
Never
Browns.
appeared.
1964 against the Baltimore Colts.
It say no. So that was before they made
Before the merger.
So no, the Cleveland Browns do not have a Super Bowl. They never won a Super Bowl. So
Yeah,
we
they
ain't
didn't.
counting. We
They
ain't
didn't win
count. If we
before the
count
merger.
championship before the merger, then the Falcons got a championship.
Yeah, that's true. I
The Falcons got one.
I draw the line before the merger is where I draw the line.
Yeah, when they started the Super Bowl, that's what we count. We counting the Super Bowls.
Yeah.
They have no Super Bowl.
Correct.
Okay, NFL championship.
And they said they never appeared in one.
They came too close to the AFC, but in all times they lost in those 3 times: 86, 87, 89.
Mm-hmm.
So led by Jim Brown was 50, 54, 55, and 64. And 86, I guess, around that time is when the Super Bowl.
Okay, now hold on a goddamn minute. So this say, yes, Jim Brown won an NFL championship with the Cleveland
Not
Browns.
a Super Bowl.
Okay, no.
Super Bowl.
A championship.
Okay, yeah, that was the ALC championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat the Baltimore Colts. Okay, that's the championship. Okay. Damn, they beat
Because I
Yeah,
know
the bottom it said something
Cleveland
about
had
the
some good players back in the days, and they still ain't won a Super Bowl.
Was that what's up with you, Zay? That speaking of Baltimore, what's up with you, Zay? Holding it down in the DMV for the Falcons.
Zay in the bag.
This nigga Baker Mayfield talking shit about Stefanski, Blakberry. Oh, what are you talking shit at? He on X? You know, he don't put out a tweet or something.
I told you that's
You
the
know
line.
he can't. Baker Mayfield can't stay in Cleveland, bro.
But
Hey,
They
Blakberry,
did him wrong.
Y'all say he
They
can
did him
develop
wrong.
a quarterback though. I'm just saying.
but
Baker
Blakberry,
Mayfield was balling when
Look.
Stefanski came in.
a Bucks fan said they are scared of the Falcons now since they hired Stefanski.
Oh, they scared.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
so he responded to Ledbetter's post. Ledbetter said Falcons Kevin Stefanski had a dumpster fire at quarterback in Cleveland, and he listed Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson failed, which started a chain reaction to the 11 other starters. QB Shedeur Sanders closed out the last season with the starts, and Baker responded to Ledbetter's post, and he said, "Fail is quite a reach, pal. Still waiting on a text/call from him after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach."
See, he's waiting for a text
A
from
revenge.
Stefanski, but it wasn't his fault. It was the front office fault. He never said Stefanski was a bad coach.
Bro, when I heard that, all
He's
I
upset
heard
about
was
getting shipped out.
better development of a
No,
quarterback.
that ain't what you heard.
That's what I heard.
He's upset
That's what I
getting
heard.
traded
Because
out. He never said he was a bad coach.
all y'all keep trying to make this case that he can build a quarterback. He can develop a
Who said
quarterback.
that?
I heard that also. If it's put out there, that was an argument for that guy.
It's been said.
It's been said now. So they started naming quarterbacks, and then they even said something about what my man named Case Keenum when they was in Minnesota.
Stuff about the man ain't even touched the grass yet.
Coordinator, then I think he was the assistant quarterback.
If you want to say that, he was quarterback coach up there when your boy Kirk Cousins was young. He was quarterback coach up there
in 2018. That's why I said that's the only reason why it makes sense to bring him in here.
2018.
No, he was the quarterback coach in 18. He was the quarterback coach in 18. He was the OC in 19. That was Kirk Cousins' Pro Bowl year. That's why I said that's the only thing.
He was quarterback coach for a long time. He was messing with the quarterback for a long time. Then he did tight end and he did the running back.
That's the only argument.
And tight end. He was tight end coach too.
That's the best argument.
Ain't nobody basing a franchise on no Kirk Cousins and he got 2 years left in his goddamn career. Ain't nobody basing a franchise on that.
You won more games.
Ain't franchise on that, Blakberry. Come on now.
But Bree the one made the great point about that. Everything that they had did before they got my man with Kirk. Now they're gonna have to switch it up because they hired him because that was the best. That was the best they had.
What was the point? I'm sorry.
When you were saying about what was one of the selling points.
I told you willing to keep Jeff. Come on now, you already
Jeff Olber was the big point. Yeah.
You pissed off the entire team because every player said they wanted Raheem to stay. Every player was very shocked and very upset.
Well, they said that. I'll take that with a grain of salt. They said that with Dan Quinn too. They ain't want Dan Quinn gone.
No.
Yes, the whole team came out and said they wanted to go.
You really only had one person that wanted Dan Quinn, and that was Julio Jones, and that was a big reason.
Oh no, that's a lie. That's a lie. When they fired Dan Quinn, the team was upset.
No, because Julio stated in his interview that he told people why they wanted him to go, and he was
talking about the front office people. He wasn't talking about the players.
That ain't what
I ain't heard no other player but Julio's come out and say something.
What was the record when they fired Dan Quinn?
That wasn't what Julio
Dan
said.
Quinn had lost like two. He had 2 losing seasons when they fired him.
He lost the locker room. And
What was the
Julio
record?
said that he wanted him
2020, he started 0-5 and got fired. And then Raheem Morris took over. I think we finished the season like 5-12.
No, Raheem won a couple games. It went 5.
He won them 5 games.
He won 5-12. Yeah, we went 5-12. Raheem went 5-7. Raheem
won the first game. I think he won the first game. He entered.
But you also got Dean. It's a Brown player that really respect Stefanski, and they didn't want him to leave.
So why the hell is the coach in Cleveland then, Deshaun?
Because of the front office, dog. The front
office. One player.
A player can hire you.
Y'all will come up with anything and everything.
I heard the awards say that Stefanski was a good coach.
A lot of people been saying good stuff about Stefanski. It ain't been he having more good stuff than he had negative come out. I feel like that.
Like I said before, it ain't got nothing to do with Stefanski. I don't listen. I give him the pros for Stefanski coming to Atlanta. It's about the process. We're gonna start wrapping this up. For me, it's about the process. And when you're doing things exactly the way you've been doing them, you just done change the names of who's in charge of doing them now.
Same results.
You can't sell me on that the results are gonna be different just because it's somebody else at the helm.
Hence, your boy that y'all wanted from Seattle.
I just feel like this. A lot of the fans are burnt for 8 years of losing. And they not going to be happy until they win.
60 years of losing.
The thing is, he's not a flashy name.
He's not going to
we learn from we learn from hiring flashy name in this organization. That don't guarantee you nothing.
And you know what? It's real.
That don't guarantee you nothing.
It's real quid pro quo. That right after you announce that if you were about to hire Stefanski, your boy Kubiak and his offense rout the San Francisco 49ers, a team that routed your ass in the regular season.
What did you
And
say,
you know they're
brother?
gonna
He
keep
wasn't
him.
coming here. Kubiak wasn't
You,
coming here. So what?
but
What
you
a
know they're
report.
gonna keep
What a
him.
report of that. What a report of it.
You
Nobody
actually think Matt Ryan ain't called this man and say what
I don't
what
know.
are you thinking?
I'm
You
not
thinking
gonna.
this man ain't
I
called?
don't
Come on,
do. I don't
Blackberry.
speculate. I
That's
don't
what I
speculate.
said. That's why I
Come
said
on
they
now.
had to pick what they had to pick because Matt Ryan got some
You
phone
know
calls.
that
Now
Matt
what?
yeah,
Ryan. You know his integrity.
I
y'all
will.
He gonna cross his T's and dot his
y'all
I's if you know
need
how Matt
to
Ryan works.
That's the
y'all
only
need to
grace
figure
I
out.
give it. That's the only grace I give it is that I want to think that there was some intel. I said this yesterday. On let's be clear. I said it yesterday. I want to think that there was some intel that Matt Ryan had that Kubiak was not interested in coming to Atlanta.
I don't think that was the intel. I
But
just don't think he was
we
gonna
don't
be
know.
he a good offensive coordinator. Everybody just because you're a good offensive coordinator don't mean you're a good head coach. Everybody is a good defensive coordinator,
True.
you're not a good head coach. Hence Raheem Morris. He's a great defensive
That's another one.
coordinator, but
That's another
that's
good point.
From
Yep.
some of the
all
rumors that
he
I
needs to
heard,
do and stay in
Where
defense.
was
I heard
Sean
he didn't
McVay?
interview
Where was
good. I
Sean
heard he
McVay
didn't
head
interview
coaching
good.
experience? Where was
right?
Sean McVay head coaching experience?
But
Where,
Sean McVay had he had experience play calling for a minute. He
He
did
where
when
called
he
his
Robert
did.
own
Smith?
They took
offense. You talking about the
The
D for the
Rams took a
defense?
chance on him. The Rams took.
He
You
called
say
his own offense.
Sean
Yeah,
McVay
Sean
called. He
McVay.
called plays for a minute. That's what I said.
But
I
what
say,
about
but the Rams took a chance on him. Yes, it just
but
ain't.
But
Once
we
we
took
took
a
a chance
chance on
on Dan
Arthur
Quinn,
Smith.
we had 3 winning seasons, but
We
it
took
just didn't end well.
but look at the last two.
what about Arthur Smith?
Hey,
Exactly.
who the most winningest head coach for the Falcons?
Mike
Mike
Smith.
Mike
Smith.
Smith. Mike
What was
Smith.
his head coaching experience before he was head coach for the Falcons?
He
He
wasn't.
didn't
That's what I'm
have
saying.
none.
We had
He didn't
guys that
have any.
worked here.
But the one thing
We
about
had guys that worked
Mike
here.
Smith always had
Yeah,
inexperienced
yeah,
offensive coordinator.
yeah. Keep moving and go. Keep moving and
But
go.
what did Mike Smith do? He put experienced guys around him.
How did I
Okay.
move the goalposts?
So how you know
That's
How
what
you know Kubiak not gonna do that?
We
But
don't
huh?
know.
but
We
what
We
we
don't
don't
Just,
know.
know.
already
The
just
thing
said.
because Raheem dumbass didn't do it, don't mean Kubiak wasn't
the
gonna do
thing
it.
is, Blackberry,
I
if Kubiak
don't
go all the
know.
way to the if Kubiak go all the way to the Super Bowl,
He ain't going
your
nowhere.
coaching staff
Oh no, he
gonna
gonna
be
go
hard to
somewhere.
fill. Your
I don't
coaching
see it.
staff gonna be hard to fill. Everybody gonna been tucking up by that time.
He gonna get head coaching
Then you
opportunity.
got other teams
He
that
going
probably
somewhere.
waiting for him too. He going to the Super Bowl. Ain't nobody beat Seattle. He
Yeah, I
going
don't
to
And
the
think
what
Super
if
so.
Bowl.
Kubiak pull a Ben Johnson and a Bobby Slovic and go
I
back?
think they're gonna go and win. I think they're gonna go and
Yeah,
win.
oh
And
yeah. He pulled a Brad Johnson and Bobby Slovic. You remember they went back to their teams?
yeah,
Then we stuck again with no coach.
But I think
all that what else shit sound real good and
But we can
hypotheticals.
only say what if because we went on the phone call. We don't know what Matt Ryan did. Did he pick
I
up and call and talk to him?
was not an
We
if
don't
is
know.
the eagerness to do this head
But
to hire this
we can
head
know
coach.
by how detail oriented Matt Ryan was in his career that he had to make some phone call to make sure what this man was doing.
I
Come
don't
on, man.
give a fuck. It's
Come on
about
now.
the process for me, and the process is looking way too familiar to a failure.
I think
Uh,
because we're in a win now mode. We're not willing to take a chance on a offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator being a head coach to develop. We ain't got time. We done wasted 8 years of that. So I don't think, and I think that was also the mindset. Let's go ahead and get someone that has experience under the belt and to put us in a better
Right.
position to win now.
let's hope it worked. Let's start wrapping this up. Let's go around the horn. Everybody get one take, and we gonna get up out here. I gotta go hit the block. Deshaun, I'm gonna start with
Oh, look,
you.
you gotta let D Sloan say something real quick. He jumped in here.
Oh, D Sloan in here. What's up with you, D Sloan? My bad.
Yeah, what up, everybody? Can y'all hear
I
me?
didn't see you had came in, man. Go ahead.
Oh, no problem. Can everybody hear me?
Hey,
I got to do this though, cause I got to bounce. Look, Will, you close it out when you ready. I'll come back in on my cell phone, but I got to bounce up out here. I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead and say what you gonna say, D Sloan.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
What's up, dude?
Okay. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you, Big Will, for you and the whole team for letting me come through right quick. I'm just gonna make it simple and quick, man. At the end of the day, I feel like we got a two-time offensive coach of the year coach. You know, we had a coach that was on a sucky ass
Hold
organization
on, my
in
bad.
Cleveland.
Deshaun, mute
Yeah.
yourself real quick. You got a lot of background coming through. All right, go ahead, D Sloan.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
We got you. We
Can you
got
hear
you.
me? Okay, yeah. So I just basically, like I said, man, we got a head coach that's a two-time offensive coach of the year. You know, he did that within a sucky organization. Everybody know the history on Cleveland, and I feel like with his philosophy and his offense, he gonna put this team in a position, especially with our offense, in a position to be able to capitalize off of our defense doing what they're supposed to do and with us scoring points and being efficient. And also, like I said in the chat, win the damn games we supposed to win. Like we always knew, we had several games that we came so damn close of winning, whether it was an overtime or one score possession. We supposed to have been in the playoffs. But at the end of the day, and as far as this racial stuff, man, people need to cut it out. People need to cut that out. That could have been an ongoing situation that the organization had going on regarding Gabriel and Shador. Man, that's pathetic. This is the Falcons organization, and we got a good head coach that's gonna put the team in the right direction. So people just need to stop over exaggerating. And I really feel like with the way we are hiring the coach and the GM, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Because, you got to think outside the box. You got to try something different. What we got to lose? We don't fire Raheem, so we starting over. So, we got to, I'd rather try out something now to see if it's going to work or not. Then we go in another direction. But what if it works? We are optimistic that it's going to work. We see, the potential that this can lead to. So I just feel like it's going to be a long offseason, and we just have to sit back and wait. But I really feel good with the choices that we made.
Oh yeah, that's the thing though. I think the big outroar is he got a losing record and the Shadur Sanders situation. That's what a lot of people
That
around
shit
Atlanta
working
keep
is a
talking
long
about.
shot. It's a long shot.
They keep talking
It's a
about that
long
Shadur
shot.
Sanders shit. So I'm thinking it's the losing record and it's the Shadur Sanders situation. But like I said, I'm trusting that Matt Ryan did his homework. That's what I'm trusting on. Everybody was happy when we hired Matt Ryan. Everybody was happy. Now he make a decision. Y'all ready to goddamn throw him under the bus before anything even touch the field. Let the thing lay out first. All right, go ahead.
I say the same.
Go ahead. 3 Dirty. Get your last bit.
All right. I'm gonna have to correct you on that. I wasn't happy when they hired Matt Ryan, but I wasn't
Okay, my
mad
bad.
either.
My bad.
I wasn't mad
Hey,
either. You know what I'm
90% of the
saying?
people were happy when they
Yeah,
hired
yeah,
him.
yeah. But here's the thing, man. They're making moves, they're making new moves, and yeah, and just like Blakberry said, some of the stuff is just like they're duplicating what they did, but they're just using different people. But I'm just waiting to see how how this thing gonna shape up, because me myself, I think we should have had a general manager in this picture by now, but since they haven't, I'm just gonna see how what the twist gonna be. And with the hiring of this coach, I heard a lot of negative, I heard a lot of positive. Some of them just stat wise, and some of the stuff that's negative is just opinions about how he conducts himself with his players, which I don't care about, because all of us going to act a certain way when we feel a certain way. So, I don't put that into a factor, because if he's a professional, then he's going to adjust, according to the situation he's in, and that's what I'm hoping he do. But we just gonna wait it out. And like I'm still standing on what I said earlier. I still smell a rat, and I hope I'm wrong. And I know Blakberry ain't up here, but that was a real good get it, make it clear, or whatever the name of it, yesterday. That was a good video he did yesterday. But again, Big Will, man, another good show,
Don't be
man.
hyping their head up. Don't hype your head up.
I mean,
that was.
hey, man, he said some things that I was thinking, and I was like, man, this dude on point with that. You know how that is.
Yeah.
But again, man, another good show, man.
You done 3 Dirty?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hold on.
Hey,
I
Bree,
got a
go ahead and
question.
give him your last little bit. Bree, go ahead.
Who was the rat first? I missed it.
Oh,
That
the
read.
rat
Don't you
is
start three
no,
dirty. Don't you start three dirty on that.
Just tell me the name.
no. I'm an old dude, so a rat from an old cat is just like something ain't right. It
Okay.
ain't got nothing to do with no snitching or nothing.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm an older guy, so we,
I
Yeah,
got
I
you.
just
we
want to
say
know what's
rat
not right about it.
different. So
Well,
what now?
before I
Go
get
ahead, Bree, give him your last little bit.
Yeah, come on,
before
Bree.
I give my spiel, I enjoy hopping on with y'all. I don't do this often, definitely not with my schedule, make sure y'all do switch over in about 45 minutes with the Ladybirds. We'll be getting on a little after 8, like 8:15ish, 8:20ish. But my whole spiel, I'm kind of concerned. I'm very much concerned in reference to the player aspect, because we had a coach that all of the players, like, not one person had anything to say. Hence, Ray McCall about our former head coach. So I just hope that he can get to a point where, if he needs to come clean or whatever needs to happen, but and that plays the aspect, building the morale of your team. You are the leader of that culture of that locker room, and your players are not on board with you coming here. So something needs to happen with some bonding or something in the off season, because for only one person that was really on board of you coming or excited was your quarterback, and your quarterback can't play no time soon. That's just very concerning to me. So
Now, Kyle Pitts said something too. He was happy
it
for
took
it
a
too.
while. It took a while. I did
But
my research. It was only 3 people. Jesse Bates was the other one. But I look at it from a leadership standpoint, not just really.
hey, yeah, they ain't gotta like him. We just need to see wins on the
Yeah.
board.
But
Yeah,
like
I
I said,
wonder
I
how
hope
Brett
that
feels.
morale helps. And dog, I forgot the other one. Um, we all want change, and sometimes the change that is needed is not the change that we like. We complain year in
Bingo.
and year
Ooh, that's
out
a
that
bar.
we
That's a
need
bar.
major
Real rap raw.
change, but we don't want to go through the fire to get the results that we really want. So, in order to get what we want, we have to make decisions that are very different from what we're used to. Because if we do the same thing, we're gonna get the same results. So yes, I am all on board for Matt Ryan coming. I really know in his heart he wants to do what he can to put the city on the map, literally, and win a championship, even though he could not do it in uniform. I love the idea that he wants to bring in former players, because talking to some of our former players, they want to be back in that building, and I feel like that's going to be a big aspect of leading these rookies and these veterans, to give them a mindset, especially if we get in the postseason. I do trust the process. I just don't like the structure in the way that it was done. But everything happens for a reason. There's a
Uh,
lot we don't
so
see
you
on
on
this
the
side.
wavelength with Blackberry then. You on that same wavelength.
I mean,
The
you
structure.
think of it, it's a pillar system. At the top is your owner. Underneath you
But
have your CEO. Underneath you got president of football. Underneath that's the GM. Underneath is head coach. Then offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and players. I mean, we can't go backwards to go forward. That's my case. Just take in consideration, I felt like with the whole Raheem and Terry situation, we hired a head coach before a GM. And then part of the reason that the GM didn't have the success and he got fired kind of that. I don't like the aspect. I don't like the structure. But I understand the plan in a sense. I just don't like how it's kind of being executed. But I understand it.
okay,
But
okay.
yeah.
George Test boy, go ahead and give him your last spiel, bro. Make sure you plug
Man,
yourself too.
hey, you already know it, man. In the great words of Sam Cooke, man, it's been a long time coming. But hey, man, just like everybody say, man, we just gotta wait and see. You know, I got faith in Matt Ryan. I was happy for the Matt Ryan hire. So we can't do nothing except wait and see, man. But Gas Boy speaks. Just be on the lookout. We're making more videos. Going to try to collab with a lot of Falcons content creators, man, because I want to thank y'all for just giving me the opportunity and pushing me forward to actually make my own channel, man. So, I appreciate y'all for that, man. But, man, as I've been saying, the new era is here. We're about to have a new era of Falcons football. So let's hope we can keep on moving up, man.
All right, D. Sloan, give your last spiel before you go out, dog.
Hey man, at the end of the day, like I said, I like the choice that we made at the coaching position. It's gonna be pretty interesting what we do as far as the GM position, but I believe we're gonna get somebody in that's gonna understand this organization and want to see this organization win and get with Matt Ryan and Arthur to do whatever it takes to win. So I believe that Matt is making some good choices. He might not doing it how we like it or how anybody else like it, but he's doing it how he's believed. That man, we know this man was on that field for 14 years. He knows the ins of the outs. He knows what it takes to win. So I'm getting behind the vision that he has, and I believe he's gonna put his team on his back and put him in position to win. So I'm ready to see what else happens, and let's go Falcons.
All right, as y'all see down there, your boy, Jordan Texas boy put his plug down there. So y'all make sure y'all go like, share, and just have new stuff coming out. But for me, man, I'm all right with the high dog because I knew we was going for an offensive minded coach, and that's what we lacked so much last year is having an offensive guy who knew how to marry his run with his pass game, which our offense coordinator did not do and clearly did not know his players. So that's what we can say about Stefanski. If we get beyond the win-loss record or whatnot, he know how to use his players. So I'm all right with that high, and I'm trusting Matt Ryan right now. My only question was was it who was at fault at Cleveland for the inconsistency? And a lot of it coming out like the front office was basically going against them and everything. So I'm willing to see what he got when he got talent around him. We got a whole team full of talent. I want to see what he can do. And I'm trusting that Matt Ryan did his homework and asked the same tough question that I'm talking about now. So I'm in my wait and see mode right now, and I really feel like we already have our GM already hired. It just ain't been finalized on paper yet. So I'm thinking they
Who
already got who they
who
want.
you who
They
you
already
think
know who they got on paper.
and who that is?
Huh?
Who is that? Ian.
Ian Callahan or either Josh, the one coming from San Francisco. I think
Okay.
it's between them two. So they ain't got to interview them again because they already interviewed them for um the um the president role. So they don't have to re-interview them because they coming in at a lesser position. So I think they already know who they want, and I think they just trying to lock up Stefanski's coaching staff before. That's why they pushed that introductory press conference all the way back to the 27th. They want to have everything in place so they can do it all. You know what I'm saying? Take care of all of it together. But I'm in my wait and see mode, man. I'm waiting to see and see how it come together. And I didn't want Lefford to leave at all either. But if we go let Lefford leave, Bill Callahan is not a goddamn bad replacement.
Why you
How many
fixing
Hall of
something that
Famers
wasn't
he
broke?
got on his, how many Hall of Famers he got on his resume?
Why you fixing something that wasn't broke, Will?
No, they expanded something. It's just like
He said making
how
it
Tampa
bigger.
Bay, how Tampa Bay was. John Gruden built the team, a Super Bowl team, that, but he couldn't get them over the hump. I mean, not John Gruden, but Tony Dungy built the championship team down there, but he couldn't get them over the hump. John Gruden came in and won a Super Bowl with him.
Well, good. You
Then
need.
Tony Dungy finally got him one in Indianapolis.
Well, his first project need to be Wilson with all these false.
So I'm gonna
You
wait and
got a
see. I'm gonna wait
custom
and see.
built.
You know
You
what I
got
mean?
a custom built Cummins motor pushing out 700 some horses, and you just one day wake up and say, "You know what? I think I'm gonna get another motor.
But how many times we heard fans complain about the offensive line down here
I think I'm gonna
already?
take. I
I
think I'm gonna
just
take
said
this
that.
this
I'm
700
sorry. I'm
horsepower
sorry.
We
Cummins
heard,
motor.
but
But I'm
I think I'm
sorry.
gonna take this
now we got a
700
problem.
horsepower Cummins engine out. I'm just gonna take it out, and I'm
I'm
just gonna set it
sorry.
on the ground. and I'm just
They
gonna go get a
complain.
deep
They
cut
complain about the
15 motor.
offensive line so much down here.
And
It
that's
just
me.
you just can't make Atlanta. You can't make Atlanta
Who
fans
complained? Who
happy
complained?
all the time. You
Who
can't
Me,
make
complained
everybody
about the
happy.
offensive line? Bro,
me,
She Bree said she
Bree,
that's
was
a
one
fan.
on. Look,
That's a
Wilson,
fan. Those
Wilson,
fans.
false
The
start after
numbers
false
don't
start
lie.
after false start, back to back false start to put us up. No.
That
but
ain't
make
got
sure
nothing to
y'all
do
follow
that
me
the,
on.
the
Make sure y'all
production of the
follow me on
offensive line.
Twitter.
The production of the offensive line has been
Can
good.
I finish my
It's been
outro, bro?
great.
Can I finish my outro, sir?
I don't know. Can you?
Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter and on YouTube at Will the Georgia Reaper, man. Make sure y'all go over there, like, share, and subscribe on my page. You know what I mean?
You having a hard time? Having a hard time finishing your outro?
I mean, when I keep getting interrupted by motherfucker, you know what I mean? So like,
Can you speed it up? Can you hurry up?
I'm done. Go ahead. You close us out, sir. Go ahead.
Sounding like about whatever.
Yeah, so just going on and on and on. Where my boy was at today? About whatever didn't show up today. Oh shit! You know I gotta check on that boy.
Shit, he probably was at work, couldn't speak. He probably couldn't speak, man. He probably listened in.
Nah, you know good with that boy when ain't nobody job.
No. On the site.
And that ain't no bad thing I'm saying, y'all neither. That boy a hustler.
When you own the block, sometimes you can't talk. You gotta handle business. You gotta handle business.
You know, I gotta check on. Man, I don't see that, but I got to go check on him. Look, man. Y'all do the damn thing, man, and make sure you tap on that link that's up there in that chat for my boy Gats Boy Speaks, and go click on his page and subscribe to my boy. That boy know his shit. When I say all he got to do is hear or see something one time, he gonna remember it forever. I forget what they call that. What they call that? People that's like that. But y'all go check out my boy. And shout out to Bree for coming on for the first time, showing us some love, doing something she don't usually do. She showed us some rare love today. We got that rare love from Bree today. I appreciate that, Bree. But y'all make sure y'all go check out the Lady Birds of AFN in the next 30 minutes. What is 7:30? In the next half hour.
Yeah, 45.
About 45 minutes.
I put my link down there for y'all to go subscribe to my page if y'all ain't did so already.
Yes, please go subscribe to Big Wheel. And I promise you, if you see y'all subscribing, he'll give y'all more content. Ain't that right, Big Wheel? Ain't that right?
That's right. That's right.
So y'all make sure y'all go check everybody out, man. And listen, man, for me, you know, my final thoughts is I support Matt Ryan to the fullest. And I'm gonna support whoever come on to under that Falcon logo to the fullest. I'm gonna support it to the fullest. But I've been at management and ownership neck all season, all year, since the beginning of 2024. I mean 2025. No, 2024, I did it then too. But I've been at their neck like a bow tie because I'm serious. I need to see that what you're doing, just because it may look real familiar to your boy Blakberry and to some other folks, it look way too familiar to a felon effort. I need to see that it ain't the same. And we ain't gonna know until that first clock start ticking. That's when we gonna start to know what's going on up in here. I don't know what in the hell just happened, but a gang of folks just tuned in all of a damn sudden. We closing it out. Y'all make sure y'all go check out the Lady Birds AFN. This been Fan Speak. Thank you for everybody that came onto the panel today. We're gonna do it again, same time next week, same place next week. Fan Speak, where we drop the motherfucking link. This been the home team with Blakberry. That's Blakberry. No C, just a K. Catch us on the flip side. Shout out to Trey.
Peace.